Hi.
Hey!
Hi!
Hey,
How are you
everybody! Oh my gosh! Well, yes, perfect. Yes, we see only eyes. Oh, look into the offbeat soul. Look into offbeat soul. Oh,
I can't do that.
oh my god, it's
That's all I've
terrifying.
wanted in my life, just to look straight into Offbeat's eyes. Ah.
Oh my lord. Hello everybody and welcome into our very special November one-shot brought to you and planned and coordinated by the one and only Nova Killing over here on my right. This wonderful man came up with this idea, presented it to us, and we coordinated and organized it. Thank you, Noah, for bringing this charity to us this month. We're going to rattle through a few announcements in a minute and talk a little bit more about the charity, which is the most important thing about this. Please, guys, donate. But first, we need to introduce these beautiful smiling faces here on the right. And look how do you know the most important part of everybody here? Little bit of stubbly. Yeah. Oh, some of those are lush. My God. Wow. Okay, guys. So we'll start with Noah. Please introduce yourself and your beard.
Yes. Hey guys, this is Noah, aka Nova Killing. Nice to see you here at the stream. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyway,
Commit to
as
the
Josh
bit.
said, I'm the one that organized this. My tags, all my socials are just Nova Killing. That's on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's all of it. And I just do D&D content and sometimes anime content and just random content. So if you guys want to hang out, cool.
Up next, the amazing and glorious Super Goat. Introduce yourself and your beard, please.
Oh, yes, my name is Mustafa. Name so nice you gotta say it twice, or as known on the internet, the Super Goat or Moose. And very, very nice to meet you all. Very nice to be here at the Welcome Inn. You can usually find me on my channel, the Super Goat, on Twitch as well, and TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, where I do a bunch of games with people of color and just make some D&D content. It's a fun time, so hop on by. As for my beard, I've been growing this homie for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. It's great. It's wonderful. Yeah.
It looks so
Thank you very
good.
much.
Okay. Up next, basics of the game. Introduce yourself and your beard for us.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah McCoy. I'm basics of the game on TikTok and Twitch. Because I've been around forever, I have different handles in other places. Tech Noir on Twitter and Brother Saul on Instagram. And of course, I even have a website, jeremiahmccoy.com. So, but my beard, this is only about 6 months, honestly.
It's beautiful. And of course,
Yeah, I decided to embrace my wizardly aesthetic.
you are hitting it out of the park,
Yes.
my good sir. It's iconic. And of course, then last but not least, the man, the legend, the hairpiece, offbeat outlaw. Introduce yourself and your beard, please.
Hi, so my beard's upside down. My name's Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on basically everything as Offbeat Outlaw. YouTube, please go watch the YouTube. Campaign 2 of the Forever DM starts Friday. Mwah! I'm so excited to show it to all of you. I'm on TikTok, although I'm not trying not to use that one as much because it's eating up my day. And I'm on Twitch as well. And also buy the merch, but not today. Spend your money for people's beards. This is probably what I would consider about a week of worth that I trimmed down in order to show off my jawline because I'm vain. So
A beautiful jawline it is, too, just slightly framed. It's a masterpiece, my friend.
thank you.
And of course, I am... Noah, please, what do you got for us? I saw a hand raised, which is
I
adorable.
forgot to say how long I've been growing. This 2 months, just about. So there you go. You can go say.
Okay, that's
Nice.
you guys are impressive. And of course, I am the governor on most things, although usually I'm just here over at Twee. This is about 3 weeks because I goofed and cut it all off the other day because I wasn't paying attention to my razor, which don't do that. Love your beard as much as you love your partner. I don't know. Don't do that. Probably that's not good. My wife's gonna kill me. She's
I'm gonna tell on
Don't
you.
do it. Don't do it. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us here for this really good cause. And I'm going to start our announcements with that. Our cause this month has been noshave.org. Now, noshave.org is basically this really awesome website that runs through November where you can build teams in order to essentially make donations to support research into cancer, cancer awareness, all those sorts of things. And we are asking folks to donate today as a part of this kind of final accumulative event for the month. If you scroll down and click on that donate button down in the About Us page, it's going to take you straight to our team page, and you can make a donation there, guys. We already have a little bit. We have about $85 in there. Our goal is 250. We'd love to see it fill up. We'd very much appreciate it and love you. We know it's been a crazy month. Look. Offbeat is staring at you. Do you want to make those eyes hurt? Look, he needs this. He needs you to make donations. So please, click on that dono. Oh my god. Beautiful. Please, so don't disappoint any of us, especially that beautiful man over there, because we would love for you guys to make that donation, again, to our team. We really appreciate it. We love you guys for it, okay? Now, also a huge thank you to our amazing partners. First off, Soundtail, who brings that really good and epic ambiance music that you are hearing right now. It's so sweet, it's so smooth, it's so soothing, it's so terrifying when it gets scary. Thank you to Arcane Anthems, the legend himself, who builds all kinds of free D&D music for the entire D&D community. All of us know him. All of us love his content. Check out his Patreon to get yourself some free music to use. And last but not least, Relaris Maps. Guys, this beautiful map in the center of the screen right here, that masterpiece, this is the first time you're seeing this map by Relaris Maps on the stream. This is my homebrew world, which I commissioned Relaris to make for me, and he built this beautiful, 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 beautiful map. So if you want to commission your very own map, click on that link over to his webpage, take a look at his prices, take a look at what he can do for you, and maybe get yourself a map of your own world, because hot dang is he good, he knows his stuff. So Relaris Maps. Thank you to our amazing mods who keep up with my nattering and chaos. Did I see a hand over there? Please. Basically.
I just went and donated.
Thank you!
So you can go and donate like I did.
Jeremiah, you legend. Thank you, my friend. Oh, we love you for it. Okay, so, yes, Relaris Maps, all of those wonderful things. Where was I? Thank you to our mods who work really hard to keep up with my crazy nattering off of random things. Thank you to our sponsors, Skull Splitter Dice. Guys, Skull Splitter Dice not only sponsors the channel, but also sponsors a monthly giveaway. So if you want to win a mug filled with approximately 100 dice, that's a lot of good dice for you dice goblins, you can go ahead and during the break, put an exclamation point win, that's during the break, to get yourself in on that raffle for 100 dice. We will be drawing that at the end of this month, so next week on the 28th, if you do it, if you're a follower, you get 1 entry. If you're a subscriber, you get 2 entries. If you are going to subscribe first. If you submit your raffle and then subscribe, unfortunately it only counts for 1. So make sure you subscribe first, then get that exclamation point win tag in so you can win yourself some dice. It's very good. Our second sponsor is the amazing Gooey Cube. I promise I'm nearly done, guys. But the amazing Gooey Cube, oh my god, Gooey Cube, they make really, really, really good packets of lore for you to use in your games. Now, I know a lot of us are homebrewers here. We really like to create our own worlds and build our own stuff, but you know, some folks don't have the time for that or aren't interested in that sort of thing. Gooey Cube makes these beautiful works of art, and they are currently in the midst of their second Kickstarter. They're already at $80,000 raised. They have times by 8 their original goal, I believe, already. But you know what? There are still stretch goals to unlock. So if you go over there, take a look, click on through, donate, there's some cool things coming. I heard whispers that if we hit a certain stretch goal, there are nice little, you know, those little plastic polyhedrons that we really like. There are some of those involved. There is a holiday one-shot that will be released if we hit our mark today. This is the last day to do it. And if you do it, you get to see Alphinius' Santa Claus, which is pretty bloody good. He has a beard very akin to Jeremiah, which is quite fitting for the role. So, you know, please consider that. Now, last but not least, schedule. Okay, today is our Beards and Boards one-shot. The next programming will be the 27th. That's next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's Off the Rails, the insane one-shot featuring Sarah, Denkels, myself, Sean, and Sloan, Art Pleb, the amazing and wonderful, in a crazy little wild ride D&D session, so check it out. The 28th, we have Conundrum Company, 6 p.m. Eastern. You know that show. You love that show. And then the 29th, we have Cos Playground being run by Sarah Is Coffee. I don't know what's going on there, but it's going to be good because it's Sarah Is Coffee. And then last, December 1st, next week, we're doing House Special featuring YPR. Youth Pastor Ryan's going to be on here testing out that Youth Domain Cleric that we made for him. So in the middle of the week, swing by, check it out. It's going to be a real short session where he charms some cultists and makes his own cult, probably. Should be good. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you for sticking with us for all of these announcements. We really appreciate it. And now, my friends, it is time for some Dungeons & Dragons. Are we all ready, beautiful, wonderful friends?
Yes!
Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you all again. Thank you for folks who are making donations. Thank you for letting me get a little bit of water after that incoherent rambling. And now, my friends, it is time for Beards and Boars, Hearthhome's heroes. It is once again the season of feasting and festivity. Hearthhome has come once more, and so the dwarves of the continent of Goldag have ventured across the frozen Anak Highlands and braved the frigid Gallic range to come together at Cungur Onan for their great celebration. These four wonderful individuals are such dwarves. They've traveled far, possibly from Gevra Gevna Onan, Thrazadun, or even the surface settlement of Amthill, to take part in the festivities here at this grand dwarven hold. Per tradition, the final hunt before the great cold has been called. Will our small band of adventurers be the ones to take down the great ivory boar and claim a seat at the head of the great feast table of Grudge Lord Conjure? The competition is afoot. We're going to find out as our camera pans down, swooping inwards upon the long and lengthy fjord, glacier. Fjords don't work like that. Glacier, this frozen, lengthy expanse of snow and ice running kilometers, even miles down the great peaks. Seated and nestled against the base of this very glacier are the great gates of Cungur Onan. Cungur Onan's gates stand nearly 100 feet tall and at least 60 feet wide, massive metal doors engraved in beautiful ornate metalwork. They currently sit swung wide open, and a slew of dwarves, and possibly other races, stand before it. In the center of the great square where many fights have been had, facing off hordes of orcs, the encroaching humans from the south, and other such great wars, is now a festival. The skies are blue, but the air is crisp and cold. The runoff from the glacier makes the ground around you just a little bit muddy as you stand upon the soft tundra of the expanse laying before the great gates, the very icy walls of the glacier just off to your left and right. We focus in on a small ragtag group recently assembled as one of the teams to participate in the hunt for the great ivory boar. It pans in first to a strange-looking dwarf, one who appears to have sea legs. Noah, can you describe and introduce your character?
You had to hit me first. Yar, I'm Flargan Bargain. Nice to meet you. Saying to the team, I run a mighty ship. You can trust me as your captain for this team if you need. I've got green eyes, black slick back hair, and a massive black beard to go with it. I've got a nice white tunic because the cold don't bother me. And I've got some green pants and brown leather boots. Nice to meet you.
And what a handsome and debonair dwarf he is. Just standing off to his left stands another figure, kitted out in the entire attire and wares of a established cook. Moose.
Yes. Hi. This is Dane Reynolds. I was here. I was told if I kill the boar, I can cook it. I think I sometimes turn into a plant. So as long as I don't do that, I'm gonna be the most help. It's gonna be great times. And you see him as you see he's holding a ladle in his hand, tightly as if it would protect his life. And you see his beard tangled up and braided into luscious and wonderful braids as well, in his Duergar skin. That is Dane Reynolds for you.
And Dane is standing there amongst his companions, just behind him, looking like a grizzled veteran who's seen quite a few things in his lifetime. Basics, Jeremiah, please introduce your character.
Well, I'm Brendan Cole, and I'm here to hunt, because, well, somebody's going to take care of you fools. But mainly because I lost a bet. Me and my bird will help you find what we're hunting, and then we'll get home and you can cook it if you want. I don't care.
And last, but not least, the camera pans to the side and then has to adjust downwards just ever so slightly as it falls upon our last member of this wonderful group. Offbeat, hit us up.
Hello there. My name is... Hello there. My name is Gunt. I am definitely a dwarf. I was raised in the mountains by giants after my family ditched me. They thought I was a worthless little babby. I knew they were dwarves because of the cutthroat nature of it, and I've been seeking out to find them ever since and prove that I was worth it as a dwarf and not a giant. I'm definitely not a halfling. Don't say that. And he's built like a brick house. He's the strongest looking halfling. He looks like a power lifter in a 2'5" body. He could wrestle a horse. And he's got a great axe and a shield and is kitted out in chainmail. And that is Gunt. Gunt, the definite dwarf.
This party is just absolutely beautiful. Such handsome, all definitely dwarves assembled together. And standing all around you are many dwarves. You see a few other teams clearly, banners and pennants marking their various teams. You see them kitted out with various equipment, clearly very prepared for all of this. Some of them take this sport very, very seriously. There's food being had, drinking and merriment. Large casks of ale are set up to one side, and you can see beyond you folks getting a good drink. There's a little time before the competition is to be called, and you are welcome to explore your surroundings if you'd like to do so.
To the tavern!
And there is literally an open-air tavern for y'all. What they've done is they've set up these massive kegs. I mean, they're about probably 15 feet in diameter, set up on these huge wooden stakes with taps in them. And there are just serving folks around it, pouring taps, and it's free. Completely 100% free. Picnic benches strewn out all around the area, and these flags and pennants hanging from strings between the kegs and these little posts that are set up, if you'd like to make your way over there.
It's so beautiful it could almost make a dwarf cry.
Yes.
But not quite.
Crying's for halflings.
Do you think I can get half an ale? That'd be nice. Hi,
Hi, love. What can I do for you there? Hey.
Okay, I'd like half a cup of ale, and then if you could just fill the rest of it with water.
I walk up and slap Dane on the back.
Aye, yes, you should be drinking a bit more than that.
You don't know now. It's a celebration.
I said to the maid, he's joking. He's joking. Oh.
You had me there. It's good to see, though. Okay, give me a minute. I'll pour you all in a drink, eh? Yeah?
I also go up to Dane and attempt to slap him on the back, but I accidentally swat him just above the ass.
And you get him. This individual addressing you appears to be a female dwarf. She's just got a little bit of stubble growing in along her chin. Very pale-skinned, blue-eyed, and she has these red braids that are tied basically from her forehead all the way back very tight that hang down past like the back of her thighs. And she's wearing kind of this just regular brown and white tunic pairing. She smiles and begins to pour your drinks.
I'll have kumis for me.
All right, wonderful, love, and can do. She pours 3 of the red ale that's sitting there, puts them out for you, and then runs down to a different keg and fills up with Kuma's food.
I lean over to Dane. Don't worry, you can't get half of it water. You'll look bad for our team, but I'll drink half of it for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Gunt, maybe next time you should let me cook you dinner first, before you slap my ass. Thank you very much.
Are you implying that I'm too short to hit you in the back?
No, I think your hand just slipped.
Oh,
That's
you
Never mixed.
You can slap him on the back. All you have to do is get a footstool, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, he is short.
What are you calling short? I am not one to be called short.
I knew a fella like you once. Brave as soul ever. He fought like a demon. He really did. And had the best sense of humor. I miss him. He's dead now.
You know, I used to know someone very similar. He was good shark bait.
a dead person.
I also know dead people. My parents.
Thank God!
I give him like a nice punch on the shoulder.
The barmaid returns with your drink as well now, Drendon.
Excellent.
This is nice. Have you ever had roasted pork with some of this ale? It's wonderful. Makes for a very nice marinade. I can cook us some if we don't die.
I would like to look around and see if this is a thing that dwarves do. They eat roasted meat, or do they eat different types of meat? I need to know if this is culturally appropriate for a dwarf.
This is absolutely. I tell you what. No, you know what? I want a history check for you. You do see out here in the field, there are a few folks like with these spits, and they're roasting various meats. So it's all roasted out here, but you're not certain that this is the perfect example of dwarven culinary delights. This is more of a festival.
Okay.
Grounds. So let's have you do a history check.
17.
Okay. You're able to surmise you've been here for about 4 or 5 days now already as a part of the festivities. Stews, goulashes, a lot of very hearty, warm, somewhat spicy food they very much enjoy. Roasted meats, broiled meats, all of them are a part of their culinary. The dwarves of the Gallic range have been here for thousands of years, and there's quite a established cooking.
You know what? I might just let you cook me that dish. You sound like a mighty fine chef.
Thanks. I haven't killed anybody from food poisoning yet. And
Well, I can't
look
die
forward to
because
first.
dwarves can't die, right?
Oh, lie to you, lad. Dwarves die quite easily, especially if you drop a horse on top of one.
Why didn't you just pick up the horse?
It makes a mess, and it takes you a while to get the horse off. They weigh a lot, you know. And then when you get him off, the fella underneath, he's either suffocated or his neck's broken, or, you know, I've seen a few.
Maybe they weigh a lot for a halfling, not for a mighty, fine dwarf.
Were your parents not dwarves? I thought they were.
There was always one runt in the pack, don't you worry.
Okay.
He's gonna enter mental shutdown as he goes and just... If dwarves can't die, how did they die? But I'm a dwarf and they can't die.
Oh, don't worry about Grunt. We've had fellas like him in the company before. They got hit in the head a few too many times, and, well, yeah, you just humor them.
Okay.
And as you guys begin to make friends with each other, quote unquote, you begin to you begin to hear a bit of a row back towards the main gates. There is a large stage that has been set up around a stone pillar. This stone pillar stands about 10 feet tall. It has a vantage over the rest of the space, and atop that stone pillar is a massive horn that curls out and then downwards, cut from some beast's strange curled horn that curves down and out into this wide open-mouthed horn. And there is a stoic, gray-bearded looking dwarf in ornate, rune-crafted armor currently making his way up the steps to this horn.
Now that's a dwarf.
You're not wrong.
No one was
Not
questioning.
right.
But that is a mighty dwarf.
Okay.
And as you
He eats well every day. Ooh.
As your attention is drawn, this dwarf turns to address the group around him. Then it's a throng of dwarves all around the space, behind him and before him, to the left and the right, in this kind of cut where the door sits inside this glacier that runs down to either side of you, kind of terminating off to the sides. You hear as the crowd begins to quiet, and there is a hearty, "All right! All you dwarves!" Now, I'm sorry, that's probably very loud for everybody on the end. "All you dwarves, listen up! We're gonna make 2 horn blows. On the second call, that is when the hunt begins. Prepare yourselves now, for the first horn blow will begin in about 5 minutes, and following that, the second will follow shortly after." And immediately, some of the crews that you've been eyeballing begin preparing. You see one squad has this strange sled-looking thing that they are now pulling out from the gate, and it's being drawn by these strange boar that have very thick, shaggy fur. They're a little smaller than what you believe to be hunting, but they are also boars with these long, curved tusks, and they're kind of as they push it forward out across the grass, headed towards the snow in preparation. There's another group wearing mostly just robes, who appears to be doing stretches and preparing to move. Some of them are like bending down to try and touch their toes, which is quite difficult for dwarves.
May I ask DM question?
Absolutely.
We already know the rules on whether or not we are allowed to intercombat with other hunters in competition.
Yes. So, the rules as laid out to you all are thus. You are allowed to use your abilities to take down the boars, whatever those abilities be. Ingenuity, magic, intellect, combat prowess, culinary expertise, or sheer dwarven grit. Any of those are available to you to use, okay? You are not allowed to attack other groups. And you are aware that there are wizards among the great King Thane Grudge Lord's staff that will likely be doing a little bit of scrying. Not constantly, but here and there.
Now, what about stealing?
Stealing's A-okay.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
That one's fine. We can. What? I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I think it's gonna be great today.
A boar is basically just an angry person who walks on all fours and has big teeth. And I've killed people. Therefore, I can kill a boar. It's the same.
Hardly, that's close to accurate, lad.
Yeah, goodness, it would have been.
I don't think you know what a person is, but okay.
Say, you know how to cook these things. You know how to get these things. You know, like attract them. Yeah.
I can cook them. I've never hunted them, but you know.
I can track them.
I think.
Problem solved. Let's follow you.
Yeah, I can track them.
Are there any
Okay.
further preparations you'd like to make, my dear, wonderful party?
I'm gonna look for the most readied party out of all the groups here with us, and just see what direction they're readying to go.
Okay. As you look at the kind of boar sled, you know what? Roll a perception check for me.
All right.
As you're looking around to kind of gauge. And as you do, guys, thank you for that hype train. We love you all. You know what's even better than a hype train is donating to noshave.org in the name of these wonderful, glorious people.
Agreed.
So thank you for the hype train. We loved you, and if you want to, make a donation because we want to spread the love, help out our friends, you know, aid in
Want to
cancer.
spread our little beards, our little beard hairs everywhere.
Yes. All right. Noah, what did you get, my friend?
17.
Everybody should stroke the
17.
beard.
Okay. With that, the most prepared looking appears to your eyes as you scrutinize to be the group with the boar sled. The boar sled is kitted down with all kinds of equipment. There are these big spears that have these wicked ends on them. And there's all of these tarps with things underneath them. They're all wearing different gears. You see ropes and all kinds of adventuring equipment. You see, like even some of them are wearing these strange little metal fixings to the bottom of their boots. And as they stomp, you see that they have little spikes in them that stick into the ground a little bit.
Yar, is anybody good with animals?
I am not decidedly terrible.
Do you think we could maybe take over said sled that I scouted just a few moments ago?
No.
I mean, we have what are the rules around not harming the other group, but say perchance entirely lifting their sled away from them?
Yar, I don't see any issue.
We don't need the sled. It's fine. We don't need the sled. All right.
How do we get there?
Then what do you?
What?
We'll track across the wilderness. On
Alright.
foot.
It's so cold.
But we've got the short one with us. We might be slowed down.
Well, he can run across the snow. He won't sink in. He'll just bounce along.
All right, so you'll be in the back then, so you can go through our tracks.
All right.
Surface tension of ice. I love it.
I decided to take out a hand axe. I'm gonna tie 50 feet of rope to the end of it.
Okay.
Just to potentially have like a ranged, like,
I love
cooking
it.
weapon.
I love it. That's easy enough to do. You know, you got a rope, 50 feet of rope tied to an axe now.
Mhm.
I take out my grapple hook.
Okay, you have a grapple hook.
I'm ready too.
Oh, you're not using this for the same reason. Never mind. And I put it back.
I love Gunt's stares. Okay.
You don't want to see me when I'm taller.
Right before we head out, also, I'm gonna head up to Redrun and friend, I think you're gonna do great leading us there, and I'm gonna take my ladle and just like boop him on the forehead. I think you're gonna do very great as I cast on him enhance abilities, specifically Owl's Wisdom, so the target has advantage on Wisdom check.
Ooh, nice.
Oh. What does that look like? What's the magic like?
So as I cast it, you see the ladle start to warm up a little bit, and it seems to get a little brighter as I tap you, and the light leaves the ladle and goes onto you. And as it does, it seems to recede a little bit as it goes back into my arm as well, because as a wild magic sorcerer, I also have to
Are you
roll
rolling?
on the.
Are you gonna give me a wild magic roll, please?
Yeah,
Fireball centered on self.
that's a 4, so we're good.
Okay, the DC is now 2.
Yes,
Good man.
yes.
Ah.
Oh God.
I'll track that.
I'll keep a count of how many spells I cast.
So, given that, and that we are about to start hunting, would it be appropriate for me to make the first? Well, it's not the first roll, is it? Oh well. I'd like to do a survival check to figure out the best method of finding this boar,
Absolutely, you can.
and I get to do it with advantage now.
Okay. That's right, with that wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 31.
Oh my god.
Holy wowza!
Okay.
Man's got GPS.
With that 31, you know.
Sorry, 30.
30, okay.
Yeah. I
With
only
that-
have a plus 11.
Hold out Google Maps. Where is the ivory boar?
So here's what you are able to ascertain with that survival check. You've killed many a boar in your time. You're an experienced huntsman. But you also know that the ivory boar is a particularly unique beast. You haven't been here for this festival before, but from what you can tell, the ivory boar is somewhat magical and takes a little more gumption to catch up with due to its magical abilities. But you also know the terrain around you. The hunt generally leads up the glacier itself, where you will be traversing very deep snowdrifts, terrifying crevasses, and the creatures and beasts that make the glacier itself its home. Most of the
Okay.
glacier can be considered difficult terrain due to deep snow.
All right.
Okay.
We should go back for that sled.
Now, any other preparations our party would like to make?
I'm just gonna quickly lean over to a Flarkin and be like, "Do you have that grapple hook? I have a plan to bust that sled."
Just kind of slide, like very sneakily take it out.
Slide a hand
Well,
for me. And what are our passive perceptions on Drendon and on Dane?
Oh, that's an 11 for me.
My passive perception is 13. My passive investigation is 19.
Okay.
Oh
And
my.
passive, investigation is, or passive insight is 13.
Okay. Okay. Roll that sleight of hand for me there, Noah.
It's a 28.
You are
Oh
a
my.
sneaky son of a gun. No one seems to notice as you hand gunned the grapple hook.
I don't even
I'm
remember who
going
he is.
to
I've never seen him in my life.
I'm going to like stretch and I'm going to attach the grapple hook at the back of the sled. And then I'm just gonna walk with it behind the sled, like a few feet. So like about 5 feet behind it.
Okay.
Just
Okay. Can I have you make a sleight of hand check for me?
Maybe I should have done that part.
Actually, I'd like a stealth check from you first, because there are the dwarves standing around it, so you've kind of got to make your way through, and then hook it on there.
Could
Why
I
is it
be
doing that
like
to me?
walking over nonchalantly with him to like help hide him and what he's doing?
I will let Offbeat roll with advantage,
Okay.
but we
Yeah.
won't be
Thank
using
you,
your
'cause
stealth.
that will
Yeah,
cancel
yeah,
out
that's all I was trying to get.
that
Gotcha,
cancels out the disadvantage I have from it.
Making your way downtown.
14?
Okay. Give me a second here.
Oh no.
First fight, not against.
We can't fight each other, so
Right
They can't hit
as
us.
you are beginning to make your way over there, because I rolled a 1. One of the boars attached to the thing goes and lunges its head out sideways, and one of the tusks catches one of the wranglers in the legs and kind of gashes his leg a little bit, and everybody turns in that direction, giving you the window you need to affix.
are we just taking the sled, or are we taking the sled with the boars? We should probably unattach it, yeah?
No, we're taking the sled and the boars.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
it's
so they're
like the,
taking the... Oh, I see.
I've attached the grapple hook at the back of the sled, so that once they kick it off and go like, yeah, it's gonna like they're gonna go, and then I'm gonna strength check it, and they're gonna all fly off from momentum, and then we're gonna jump on the sled and run.
All right. Any further plans you would like to make as you stand back here with your rope tied to the back of this sled? The individual who got cut quickly gets healed up. And
I'm
brought
going
the
to
side.
ready Giant's Might, which will make me become large, and give me advantage on strength checks.
What does this look like?
I'm just gonna like ready it so that like once I see like the horn blow, I'm gonna do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were doing it now. I was just about to go, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further preparations?
I just walk back over to Dane and Redbrand.
Drendon.
I'd be
Drendon.
ready. Wait, what is it?
Drendon.
Oh, I thought it started with an R. My bad, Drendon. I'd go and get yourself ready. We might have a pretty fast start if you catch my drift. And I like look over at the sleigh or the sled.
Is there going to be a snowdrift? Is that what it is?
That's something rather.
Oh, okay.
Do I see when he motions over what's going on?
You see Gunt standing there with a rope in his hands.
That's all you.
I'm gonna follow that rope.
Yeah, it leads. It's pretty easy to see leading straight to the back.
So I'm gonna walk over to Grunt.
Grunt, are you a coward?
No. I'm a
Are
winner.
you a halfling or a dwarf?
I'm a dwarf.
So why are you cheating?
This ain't cheating as far as I can tell.
Then
I'm
you
gonna-
are a halfling then.
What makes it a halfling to hold rope?
When you're threatening to take apart somebody else's chance so you have advantage against your fellow dwarves.
What if we all get on the rope and then we slide behind it?
We don't need it, lad.
Can
What are you gonna do?
Are you a dwarf or a halfling? Come on, what's that?
Cunt is gonna look at you and be like, "That was a cheeky little trick you pull right there." And I'm just gonna go, "Oh, sorry, lads. It looks like my grappling hook got caught in the back of your sled. So sorry."
Oh, I love both of you. That was amazing and beautiful.
Good luck on the
I
race.
hand you a bit of my kumis before. That's good. Good, lad.
I'm just giving you the most disgusted look.
Oh no, you've got the like good and evil on your shoulder here between.
I'm gonna look at you and just be like,
At me?
"Yeah." What?
Come at me again, I dare you. I'm looking down.
And as you do, you hear.
Second one. Oh, first one.
And as the horn begins to be played, you look up and you see the Thane standing upon the stone with his lips against the horn. But more impressively and more eye-catchingly is that at the mouth of the horn, this white light is beginning to pulsate into existence in this swirling, shifting miasma of pure white magical light. And the horn continues, impressive lungs on the Thane, on the Grudge Lord, as the magic swirls and spins into this expanse that is about 15 feet long and about 10 feet high, and beginning to take on the form of an ivory hide boar. And as the horn continues to play, the shape becomes more and more solid. And as the note trails off, finally into silence, all dwarves in this entire space, hundreds of them fall silent watching this. A boar stands floating, kicking its legs slightly in the air before the horn. It looks around it as if challenging all of you, and then takes a few steps across the air, downward, lidding onto the ground, and then takes off, charging up along the side of the glacier, up past the gate, and heading up the mountain on the glacier. There is a pause. A little bit of talking begins to fill the space around you for about 5 minutes. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Because it is relevant.
Please ask away anytime.
Does the ivory tusk boar there appear to be fey, or is it more celestial?
Make a nature check for me.
Okay.
And it's wisdom, so advantage.
Okay. Natural 20 and a natural 1.
The duality of man, baby.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Whoa!
Oh, 10 out of 10. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, on that advantage, nat 20. You are quite certain. You get a good look at this creature as it forms. It looks very, very much fey.
Oh, sorry. Favorite enemy fey. So. Perfect. That makes me happy.
All right.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
The creature disappears beyond the reaches of the glacier up above you, and you see the Thane step forth, and the second call begins. And as the call drops, this note, much shorter, immediately you see as they take off, the boars scattering off and pulling up to the right and arcing upwards. You see the one group of dwarves that were limbering up look to each other. There's 4 of them. 2 of them turn to their companions, tap them on the shoulders, and up into the air as they take off in flight and begin soaring up, skirting the snow upwards along the glacier. The rest of the groups begin to set off on foot.
I knew we should have taken that
I blow a whistle and my hawk comes.
Can we ride your hawk?
No.
You think it can carry it?
Well, maybe him. But not the rest of you. But I think we can use Silver here to scout for us.
Okay. Up the mountain we go. I don't want to die. If I get impaled, can you bury me with my ladle and just like use my my recipes.
You know, back
That's
with my
what I want.
giant, back when I was being raised by giants, whenever dwarves used to walk by and die, we would grind up their bones for soup. I never ate it out of respect for my own kind, but the giants seem to love it. Maybe we can take your bones and squish them
Don't
out.
worry, lad. You would not be the first comrade I've had die.
And also, what are you worried about dying? We're dwarves!
Didn't you just say you eat dwarves?
I don't.
Cognitive dissonance!
I'm very concerned now. I'll have you know I've never had a crewmate die on my ship, so maybe I should. Well, I don't know where we're going.
Nothing to fear. Now,
And I am going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm
Spell on
going to cast Find Animal.
Okay.
Second level spell. Locate animal or plant.
Okay, what's the range on that?
5 miles.
Okay.
Yo,
Ooh, this
what?
is good. As everyone else takes off around you in this like massive rush, and you can see them all going up various sides of the glacier, the crew flying, the crew on the boars, you're all just kind of chilling out, chatting with each other. And what does this spell look like for Brendan?
He grabs a handful of like nuts and pine needles and little forest bric-a-brac that he pulls out of a pouch and just pours it on the ground, and it waves his hand and says a word in Sylvan that and the fall of the debris actually sort of forms an image for him to tell him where the boar is.
Now, remind me on this spell, is this a persistent effect, or is this you know where it is right now?
It's an instantaneous, so it's just right now.
Okay, right now. As you look into the bric-a-brac that falls before you, you feel as your vision slightly hazes, and as you look forward, you almost feel like you're falling into the image before you, and suddenly it's like you're above, about 1,000 feet above the glacier, looking down onto this massive expanse that runs up the mountain. And you can see the various groups down, these tiny little specks surging forward up around the glacier and heading up the mountain. You can see the accumulated group of dwarves beneath you in front of the gate, but much, much, much further up the mountain, off to what would be the northeast, running along a cut that skirts a deep cliff, is the specific Fey signature of your query.
All right.
You have a Baron. And you snap back, suddenly back with your companions on the ground.
All right, I know what direction we need to be going.
Well, what are we waiting for?
All right.
Let's follow.
To our certain deaths. Yes.
Okay.
Your certain death. I'm not dying.
I can't die. I'm immortal.
To just
As-
mine and Dedron's certain death.
As you make your way, which side you would know as you're looking to the left, as you're currently standing, the eastern side of the glacier is to your left. And when you hook up, like and around, that would be the most optimal route up the glacier.
Okie-doke. I will start trekking that way.
Okay. The first several thousand feet up the glacier is fairly solidly packed. Patrols of scouts from the hold, other creatures and beasts coming off of the forests down below in the tundra up onto the glacier itself pack this down, and it tends to kind of be a little more solid and easy enough to walk across. What is your guys' marching order?
I'll
Can I sit on
probably
someone's shoulders?
I will probably go front.
Okay.
I can carry you if you need me to.
I just don't.
I can probably take
I don't have the longest legs for a dwarf. I just don't want to slow y'all down.
That's fair. That's fair. Here, come
Okay.
on.
I'll jump on your shoulders.
Okay, so we're gonna shared marching order between Dane and Gunt, in the middle, and then Flargan taking up the rear. Okay.
And
I'll be like a turret.
I am not hampered by terrain.
That's what I figured. Okay. As you proceed, sorry, go ahead.
I'm also going to have tell Silver to fly up above to keep an eye out for things.
And these big silver wings, and it takes off into the sky, circling out around the party in this long sweep above you.
I look at Dane. You reckon that'd be a good meal? As I'm putting that his eye.
But you be a last if you try.
Might be worth
So
it.
you saying I can eat it?
We're
It
just
just wouldn't be
hungry.
my last.
You are you're a hungry group.
Cannibalism, his own pet.
No,
Other-
you can't eat my bird.
Okay.
He's a good hawk. He takes care of me.
Well, if you don't want that bird to be eaten, we better get that boar. Let's get going.
As you begin to, sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you good. I realize it's better not said on stream. 10 out of 10.
Okay. Now I'm very curious. As you proceed up the glacier, you already pass a few groups who clearly weren't maybe taking this as seriously, who have stopped and are taking a breather and are drinking something out of their flasks. You can see they're all laughing and having a good time. A couple of them are tossing snowballs at each other. As you continue up the mountain, you can see a few other groups ahead of you. Some of them are wearing snowshoes and things like that to get purchase. Others have stopped to put on some equipment as you reach this much deeper snow. As you head upwards from this frosty surface that you can kind of walk across, it gradually becomes more and more difficult to push your way through. As it gets up to your hips in this deep white powder, when you try to stand onto it, you just sink down, and every step is an effort as you have to push yourselves up through this snow. It does make going very difficult for all of you but Drendon, who is not hampered by the terrain.
Is Drendon at all
Lagging.
packing down the snow to make it easier for us to tread through, or is it just as difficult? Okay.
It's the kind of snow that when you step into it, it just pulls in around you. It's perfect for skiing.
How deep is the snow, and how far do we have to go?
It's currently about 2.5 feet deep. Drendon?
How far up the mountain is this? Does this seem like this is it for the foreseeable future?
This is it for some time, yes. As you're looking,
Okay.
even you can tell, you're looking at quite a slog through this.
I look at the. Are we near the side of the mountain, or are we just in the middle of a path going up it?
You are on the glacier itself. There are no cut paths in the snow here. It tends to just fill in wherever you're crossing it. The first little bit, there were trails to follow and so on and so forth. But now you are in a field of snow. And as you look around you, you can see granite peaks off to the west and north of you, up along the mountain. Stretching out beyond you and behind you, you see the extent of southern Goldag. For thousands, well, not thousands, but hundreds of miles behind you. The rolling hills that drop down into the Shires and the Radistock, and cutting through all of it, this massive river that you know to be the Afan Mauer, which leads all the way to the southern coast of the continent. You're up near the top of the world where you stand. It's a pretty view, but that snow is stretching around you for about... probably, I'd say, roll a survival check if you want to try and ascertain.
How about I do that?
You can both do it if you'd like to.
While they're rolling, I call out to the party.
Does anyone have
15?
anything that can melt this snow or pack it down? Like toes are gonna freeze off.
I only got a 26.
Okay, Rangers. Very good for this sort of thing. So, Gunt, you're able to tell at least 2,000 feet to deal with of this deep, deep snow waning forth. Specifically for you, Drendon, it's probably you're looking at about 2,324 feet with a roll like that.
I'll sit up there for a bit and wait for y'all to catch up. I point out towards the down in the land below. I killed 5 folks over at that where that river splits across the forest. It's a good fight.
Can you see the ocean from where we are?
You actually cannot. It's just out of range from where you are. You know where it sits. The best view for it would be straight south, but not quite from here. Perhaps the sun.
I point in that direction.
Yeah, just beyond where you can't see. I've been everywhere out there.
Well, that's good.
Now, for those
There's a
of
kitchen
you,
back home.
for those of you who are waiting, I would like an athletics check.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. I fucked up.
And
25.
Oh
Okay.
no. Oh no,
Ugh.
that's a 4.
Okay.
Oh no.
so I have a +7. 10.
Suddenly occurred to me I shouldn't have rolled that with advantage. I'll take the lower of them because it hit first. So 17.
Oh, you don't have to do athletics.
Okay.
Fortunately, because of your ability to seemingly ignore this terrain,
Yeah.
you have you figured out a way to not let it bother you and not sink in quite as deep. You're quite far ahead of these guys and are able to stop and take in the view as they spend about the next hour wading across this snowfield. Now, Gunt, through sheer force of will, it doesn't seem to affect you. It takes a lot longer than Drendon. But for my two other friends, Flargan and Dane, I messed that name up. You take a point of exhaustion.
Rude. Did we end up? I think Dane was going to say something about fire when I.
If you've got an alternate before I do this, I will retroactively let you apply it.
The best I can do is just heat up a little bit as we keep walking. I know it's not going to be the best, but I can
re-roll your athletic checks with advantage, you two.
Oh, both of us? With advantage?
With advantage.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Okay, that's a lot better.
That's not the advantage. That's even better. Cool.
That's a 9.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Flargan, with your friend Dane's help, he actually makes it a lot easier for you. But he has to walk before you, and he has to deal with the slush and terrible mess that he is creating. And unfortunately, Dane does suffer a point of exhaustion as you cross this massive snowfield.
Can I just start carrying him and then be like a little fire blaster? It's on my shoulder and he's like, burn! And I just keep treading through.
Unfortunately, by the time you do that last little stretch to get him through, he's already been exhausted by it, but you do make it to the top of this snowfield. There is more snow and ice stretching out before you. Drendon, you know that you need to make a little bit more of a due east course now. Not straight east, still northeasterly, but cut a little more east to head where you last saw your quarry upon the glacier.
All right. I will start turning that direction. And, I'm leaving a path for them to at least follow. They're not going to lose me.
For now, the terrain is not enough to be difficult for them. The ice is a little harder packed where the wind sweeps down across this ridgeline. You're moving along. There's a portion now to your east, about 300, 400 feet to your east, off to your right, where there is a very sheer drop that falls hundreds of feet. That is a cliff at the edge of this mountain. The kind of glacier runs down towards that cliff, and you are cutting along it up this direction.
Don't go over the edge!
Oh, really? I was
Okay.
planning on jumping.
I mean, I hear there's we could find some mountain goats. Those might be tasty down there.
Wait,
Right.
does anybody have a shield or something? Something flat and hard.
I have a shield.
Could we look for a goat? Make our own sled.
Oh, we could.
At least
turned to
head
Dane.
down this pathway, and then the rest of us could follow.
I turn to Dane and I go, what do you say? Shall we go? Do you have a chance to perhaps find goats or pig or something to carry us?
Yes, I would call it the super goat sled. Let's do it.
All right. Are you looking for goats? Is that what the plan is here?
Well, I turn to. Sorry, what's your character's name, Jeremiah?
Drendon.
Brendan. I turn to Brendan and I go, do you suppose that's a good idea? Should we just keep walking?
I should have gotten you some snowshoes. That's on me. So a single goat's not going to be enough to pull a sled for a dwarf. It might work for something smaller.
I gesture to Gunt.
But they also are
He's gonna
not
kill you.
exactly used in that fashion, so we'd have to train it too, and that would take a while.
Fine, you know what?
Could we dangle some food in front of it and then make
I
it try to
put my shield down, and I quickly untie my hand axe rope, tie it to the shield handle, and I say, "Everyone who's weak of walking, hop on, I'll pull ya."
I love it.
Oh, wait a minute. Let the one that can get through pull it.
I'm strong as ox.
It's true.
We're slow as snails, so.
I once arm wrestled a horse. and I broke the horse's leg.
I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay, so you've got Dane on the shield being towed by Gunt. You've got Drendon leading, and you've got Flargan behind Drendon. Is that correct?
I will help Grunt.
Okay.
I reach over and Grunt left. This seems like you're trying to do some good, so I'm gonna help you out.
Right.
I reach into my pouch and I pull out a bit of fat and some herbs, and I rub them on his cheek and cast Long Strider.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I will hop on said sleigh.
Can you read me off Longstrider again, Jeremiah, real quick?
You touch a creature, target speed increased by 10 feet until the spell ends.
Okay.
1 hour.
You feel a surge of energy, Gunt, as whatever Drendon just did to you hits your adrenaline and your heart begins to pump. I'd like you to make an athletics check for me with advantage, and also you have that movement effect as you begin to haul Dane and Flargan on the shield sled.
That's going to be a 24.
A 24. Okay. You are just hauling with Drendon kind of moving along beside you and the two on your shield. The group of you is now making good time across this snowfield. Brilliant teamwork as you kind of
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you need a range sometimes.
Oh my god, amazing.
Oh god, this is changing my entire perspective on ranging.
I somewhat start climbing up onto Dane's back and then point out, I grab a little hat from my bag and put it on and point straight ahead. Full speed ahead!
All right, as you make this scene, you do pass another group who is worn out.
That's what I say. I say it right when
right then, and they see you guys and they're just like, the fuck? Great googly mooglis!
We had a good meal.
Oh my god, amazing. Now, as you proceed making good time, how are you approaching this? You're moving across these open fields of ice and snow. Are you just full speed ahead? Is there caution? Is there intent? How are you planning your route?
Once I get up closer to the area where I think he is, I will... Man, I'm burning through the spells pretty quick. I will expend a spell slot and gain Primeval Awareness.
Okay. Can you read that off to me as well?
As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, phase fiends are within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
Or within 6 miles if they are a favorite enemy, and this one is.
Okay.
Doesn't reveal their location or number. So I kind of know that if they're near me, but I don't know exactly where.
Okay. What does this spell look like?
This is him just concentrating.
As a
he
focus.
He's sniffs, looks around, closes his eyes, tips his head back, and just knows.
Okay. As you do, you catch a scent on the air, still to the northeast, up past this cliff, over a ridge, somewhere in probably 1 mile to 1.5 miles. This boar is out there.
All right. Let's push through. Keep your eyes open, those of you on the sled.
Yeah? Okay.
All right.
Okay. If I
yeah,
hear it or smell it, I will let you know.
Oh, that'd be a fine thing. Maybe we can avoid you dying on this trip.
I hope so. I could do well with a very warm boar soup right now.
Right as you say that, Flargan and Dane, I need you to make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no,
As
no.
you hear, The two before you were light enough to cross over, but with the weight of the shield and the two of you together cross a patch, you hear as a strip of ice cracks beneath you and snow begins to fall forward as a crevasse covered by a drift of snow begins to appear.
Ruh-roh.
I rolled an 11, and I have now told myself I've used 3 different sets of dice with nothing over a 10 this game. Great.
Wait. Can I see this?
You will be about to get a response to this, Gunt, because you are tied to it, but I do want to know what these rolls are from these two.
Oh, no. I have a thing that can potentially save them with a reaction if I can see them.
Okay. You feel as they begin... So just tell me, Noah, what did you get?
24.
Okay. Noah, Flargan, you do jump, you just hear the sound. The crevasse hasn't yet began to crack, and you launch yourself forward, landing in the snow next to Gunt. Yeah, you abandon ship. But as the snow begins to break away, you can feel it giving, and you are beginning to sink. Dane, Gunt, your reaction?
I would like to, oh, damn it, this is both. Where's the one that can activate as a reaction? Where are you?
If you look under actions, if you scroll down a little bit, there's reactions, and it might be in there.
Oh no, I think I made a mistake. I think this is only on a bonus action. Dang it.
You might be able to use it still. Action economy is weird out of combat, and you're not in combat.
Okay, well it says it's the storm rune. I can invoke the rune as a bonus action, prophetic state for 1 minute, or until I'm incapacitated. Until the state ends, when you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll or saving throw or ability check, you can use your reaction to... Oh, I can't use my reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
So unfortunately, you have to apply the rune, and then you have it so you can do the reaction.
All right.
So what I will say is... It's tricky because the save has already been made as well.
Yeah.
So unfortunately,
you can just roll it like that. You can roll it like that.
I'm sorry about that, man. Otherwise, I would give it to you because I freaking love it. But you'd have to do the rune and then do the reaction, and he's already going. There is time to respond though, and Gunt, you do feel as the rope attached to you goes taut. No.
Would I have enough reaction time to grab my grappling hook and just throw it and wrap it around Dane just in case he starts to fall and I'm on solid ground?
Make a improvised weapon attack for me.
What should I roll for that?
So it's just going to be a ranged attack, and you would not be proficient with that.
Okay, so that would just be just my dex modifier?
Just your dex mod.
Okay. That's 23.
Okay. Dane, as your hand kind of goes up, one hand still holding to the shield, as it begins to go tight, this grappling hook wraps around your arm. However, I would like you to roll 1d4 for damage. Noah. Noah, not Dane.
Okay.
You made the attack.
That's fine. 2. I didn't hurt you that bad.
As the hook of the hook literally catches into your arm and digs a little bit into your forearm, you take 2 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to as well, dig my heels in and just give one mighty pull to try and to help ensure that he gets up there.
Athletics check for me. With advantage, because your boy Flargan has a grappling hook affixed and is giving you a hand.
26.
Okay, Dane, as you feel this grappling hook catch your arm, and you turn over your shoulder and look down, the drop beneath you is 300 feet into spiked icicles pointing straight upwards. Some of them 15 feet long, but all of them lethally pointed. And as you see that, all of a sudden you lurch forward and kind of are lifted up out of the hole and then come crashing into the snow before you as Gunt pulls you forward with the aid of Flargan back out of the hole and the icy death trap that had emerged beneath you.
I saw myself as dwarf kebab for a second there.
I put a hand down. I told you no crewmate dies under my watch. And I have my hand out to help you back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, hey, you survived!
I did! Was that the
Oh,
only
it's a
time I was
lousy
gonna
way to
die?
die. You're in there suffocating and being crushed at the same time while you freeze to death. It's awful. It's a terrible way to go.
I thought I would die instantly.
Oh no. You see, what will happen is the icicle will puncture you, create a sucking chest wound straight through your torso. Horrible thing. You'll be suffocating and drowning and your ass off all at once. Horribly painful way to go.
Happened to my uncle Pappy.
You're lucky.
You know,
I was lucky.
back when I used to live with the frost giants, that's actually how we dried our meat. We'd take a nice pig, stick it on an icicle, and it made great chicken pot.
I thought you ate dwarves.
No, they ate dwarves. I ate regular foods. Keep up.
Right.
Okay. They killed the unkillable dwarves. I want to meet them someday. Oh, God.
Beautiful.
I don't know how to do this.
I straighten your shield and get the rope untangled. Take my grappling hook back.
Right. All aboard.
Okay.
Alright. Let's
Are you
continue onward. Is my hawk still circling? As the hawk indicated that that it can see our prey?
What's your perception on that flying beast? Do you recall? I can pull it up.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Thank you.
It
Much appreciated.
is, passive is 12.
Okay. But we're active with this guy.
Yeah, it doesn't give the active
What's its wisdom mod?
+2,
Okay.
and
Does it have any advantage or anything?
Doesn't say anything about it.
Okay. As it stands.
It's got my plus my proficiency.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's got your proficiency. What's your proficiency? +3? +4?
Plus 4.
10. Okay. Okay, that's a 12. You see it circling and winging out a little bit more. You're familiar with Silver's behaviors. He will wing out in the direction that he wants you to go, and it does align with the direction that you sensed your query.
Let's follow.
You're not sure if he has eyes on, but he seems to be picking up on tracks too.
Continue onward.
As you proceed forward, you make it about another 1,000 feet across this glacier. Are you moving cautiously, or are you moving with the same kind of gumption as before?
I'm moving with a little bit more caution, checking the ice to make sure that it's all stable.
I would like everyone who is moving carefully, so Gunt for sure, to make a perception check for me.
And I'm obviously moving carefully.
Good.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. What else we got?
27.
27.
Yeah.
13 for me.
13. Flargan, anything from you? Or is
Sorry, I
Flargan
just got back.
just enjoying the view? You're enjoying the view. You've got enough.
I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It's
I'm
a
just
really
reminiscing
pretty-
about my old ship
Yeah.
that I miss.
It's
You know.
It's
We're going to get in
looking for
combat, and I'm going to start rolling 1s and 2s.
That's. I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, if I roll again, it's gonna be bad. I'm just waiting.
As you
We'll
guys
switch turns. It's okay.
As you guys proceed, both Gunt and Drendon, just off there is a kind of rock outcropping that goes up about 50-60 feet, but there are these boulders that are covered in snow at the base of it. It's about 80 feet off to your left, uphill, and you are about 500 feet from the long cliff downhill from you. But as you look up there, you see a small, fuzzy, white creature standing on its 2 legs, kind of hopping up and down on one of the boulders. And Drendon, actually, no, both of you with those perceptions, you're able to make out a kind of blue-colored skin on its face, and the fingertips and toes are blue-colored.
Anything I would recognize?
Nature check.
How many feet out is this thing?
It's about 60 feet from you.
It's obviously Frosty the Snowman.
Well, I didn't do that well on that one. I just got a 20.
20. Okay.
just got a 20, you know.
With
Hey,
a
I
20
rolled in single
and your
digits.
experience- Man, this is the perfect scenario to be a ranger in. You recognize this to be a Yeti tyke. And as you kind of look, you see as it kind of and grabs a bit of snow and throws it in your direction. This snowball kind of like crashes into the snow like 20 feet from you.
Does it look dangerous?
Adorable.
Hey, it's a Yeti. So I think we might want to avoid it, because that's a child Yeti. And if it's got a mother Yeti, well...
Then we're gonna be...
Menu.
We must be on our way then.
Motherfucking screw. Yeah. Okay. Which direction do we go to avoid it? Because we have a very bad chance that whatever way we take might end up be where the Mother Yeti's at. And I don't want to be Mother Yeti food today.
You said it's off to our side right now, yeah?
So the way that this route angles upwards, you're kind of closing on the cliff, and you're going to have to bypass this about 120 feet ahead. Like, so you've got some range. If you continue and it stays here, you'll be able to keep distance with it. But it's certainly interested in you guys.
Let's keep it at range. Don't do anything to hurt it.
Why don't we throw snowballs as like a game as we continue to go past?
Would you like to explain the rules of the game to the Yeti mother?
Does the cliff look like it could be scaled?
The cliff? You could certainly try, yeah. It's only about 60 feet. It's icy and snowy and cold granite, but it's only about 60 feet.
Would my daggers be able to penetrate and say, carry me up the cliffside?
You could certainly try.
Can I try and see what he's doing?
He's literally throwing snowballs at you guys and jumping up and down from foot to foot on one of these boulders. And they're big white snow-covered boulders.
I see. Hey.
Wait, what if it is his
Throw one back at him?
I take a snowball like delicately and I just kind of like toss it towards it, like clearly missing.
You're gonna get a snowball the size of your body back.
You see it kind of bounce, and it kind of pats its front hands down in the snow and scuffles off the boulder, kind of rolling forwards across the snow, and like makes its own snowball and kind of throws it at you again. It lands a little bit off.
Are we continuing to move while this is happening, or are we just stationary right now?
You tell me.
Guys, are we stopping to like figure this out?
I'd say we're still moving like slowly. We're just like,
Yeah, we're not trying to look like a threat.
yeah.
Do we want to move? Yeah.
Like moving
Put your hands down. That looks threatening. You look bigger when you put your arms up.
I'm going to. Can I try and insight this Yeti? Try and see like.
Yes, you can roll an insight check.
All right. I'm rolling so good. 19.
Okay.
I love how my pirate voice just keeps going to
As
every.
you look at this Yeti, this little Yeti tyke, it seems genuine. And as it gets a little closer, it looks very excited. But you catch one of the boulders in the slough of boulder fields behind it shift a little bit as snow topples off of it.
Now do we keep going slow, or do we book it?
I think if we book it, I think it has longer legs than us. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it much further.
Do we stay slow and steady?
I'm pretty sure I would survive.
I
The
will
rest of you will not so
on the
much.
cliff. Don't you question it. I've skipped both.
But let's just keep going slow.
Let's
Come
keep
on.
going slow, and we'll make an orphan of this Yeti if we get any resistance.
I
Okay.
agreed.
I want you all to roll stealth checks for me now.
Yeah, that's my expertise, baby.
Oh.
All right.
So now you get to say the ridiculous
I only got 29.
Oh, only a 29.
Only?
We can bring up the group average, Florgan.
This may be my lowest one yet. Yeah, 19.
Oh, must be
This
nice.
is definitely my lowest one yet.
Oh.
11.
Okay.
I got a 19 as well. That was my highest. Okay.
What did you get there?
I got an 11.
19
I got
highest.
12.
Okay. The average is well up there.
Yes.
As you begin to proceed as a group, the tyke falls behind.
Is it like sad now?
Yeah.
I throw one more just for like as we're getting away.
Roll. Are you throwing at it or just in its general direction?
In his general, not at him, just in his general, like to make him happier again.
I was
we
okay.
leave.
He kind of like pats up to your snowball that rolls across the ground and grabs it and like throws it up in the air. Woo, 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 woo. And you are quite certain that as you make your way up around the corner waving at it, it kind of stops and waves, and one of the large boulders and a huge arm kind of shifts out as snow pours off of it. It kind of but you are able to kind of clear the Yeti field.
Oh, good.
We may need to stop. I need to change some things. Equipment. I need to change equipment. This tunic is getting uncomfy. I just say tunic anyway.
Amazing. Now, as you look before you, it is a series of snowfields punctured by massive outcroppings of granite stone that reach for the cloud. Well, it's not actually very cloudy. It's quite clear. This beautiful blue sky above you with little wafts of cloud, cotton-like, floating through the sky. But where you stand, high up on the spine of the world here, some of the clouds are down below you. Some of them hit these rock outcroppings, seemingly phasing around them like a ghost encompassing a tree as it passes through. As you sit up here in the depths of the hinterlands, the snowfields continue upwards and upwards and upwards towards a ridge, a crenellation, about 2,000 feet ahead. Drendon, that is the direction you need to go.
All right. Well, we're kind of going that way. It'll be fine.
Oh,
Sure.
crack me back. Oh. Okay.
You know that this final stretch, as you begin to move forward, it is that same deep, deep, miserable snow from before.
Now, did I hear you right? We're kind of going down at this point?
No, you are still headed upwards between
Okay.
these various little rock outcroppings, but the snow here accumulates up here on the cliffs. And again, as you look behind you, you can see even further across the expanse that is Goldag. You swear over to the kind of your right, the west, as you look back, you can see the deserts of the Protectorate of Azeth, hundreds upon hundreds of miles away. The wind is picking up a little bit. You can hear it.
I think I want a home up here.
Don't get thrown away, gun.
I just need my ship. Dane. Can you heat it? What am I accent-wise? Can you heat it up? Okay.
What if we make the sled again? I could push through it.
Is this snow deeper than it has been before?
It is about the same depth at this point as you begin to initially wade into it. Again, Drendon completely unfazed by it.
So it's not more difficult than it was before.
No, it's about the same,
Okay.
at least here where you stand.
Do I need to
Right.
cast a spell again?
Has it worn off?
It's your guys' call.
I mean, I've only got 25 feet of movement.
You actually
But
have
I'm
more
still
because
pretty-
Longstrider's still active on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
It's been about
I'm fine with.
It's been about 2 hours at this. But since the
Okay,
Longstrider
but-
was cast, about 45 minutes.
Okay. I've got 15 minutes left of Longstrider then.
Let's keep moving forward then.
All right. Hop on my shield. Like boop it down, tie it up. Let's go.
All right. Gunt, I would like you to make an athletics check with advantage again from Longstrider. You're not sure that if the Longstrider, if you get through this, it's going to have worn off by the end.
Okay.
And is it Flargan and Dane on the shield, or just Dane?
I'm gonna say that I'm just trailing behind this time, just because with both the sled, Gun, and Dargan ahead, I'm sure the path has been.
Make an
bad down a
athletics
bit.
check for me. Just
Me?
straight
You could have
athletics.
just said it.
Yeah, you,
I made a. I rolled
be tied to my luck.
I made a
a
27.
you just plow like a steam train. It's like, it's really funny, Drendon, like, you're covering the snow and you leave, like, no trail. It's impressive. And then there's just this, like, as this spray of snow, as Gunt just hits this wall and it just sprays up. It's incredible as he just forges through. I will allow you, with that roll, to Noah have advantage as you follow.
Thank God I had
in.
enough one.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I even posted in chat before you like said that. I was like,
Okay,
I knew
with
it
that
was coming.
advantage, what do you got, my dude?
oh, 24.
Okay. Wow. All
From
right.
that one to 24. I'm not complaining.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You plow through this snow, moving upwards, 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 and are able to follow in this weird, it's like side-packed gully that is like a little bit more than halfling size, because Gunt's quite stocky, and it's this cleared path that just cuts straight through the snow. Drendon, you kind of look off to the side, almost down into this cut that has been created.
Nods approvingly as he's walking.
I would like to imagine that all the snow just perfectly stays the shape of what Gut is.
It just holds.
It's just a break of dwarf, not halfling.
Yes. Okay. As you make your way upwards, it's another 30, 40 minutes. You do feel the Longstrider fade about halfway through, but again, you are able to maintain your momentum. Sheer force of will that is just the way Gun operates as you tear up through the snowbank. The snow begins to lessen as you near the crest of this ridge up before you. It's about 100 feet away, and you can see the wind up there catching and whipping the snow. The surface becomes again more hard-packed, and it is easier to walk again. Drendon, you know...
Gunt is an all-terrain vehicle.
That's right. The Humvee of dwarf halflings. Drendon, you know that your query last was sighted up over that ridge.
All right, this is the last place I had a sense of our prey. Look up for Silver.
Silver is up beyond the ridge, circling and doing that dive that you know means target sighted.
All right, this may be a difficult fight to take it down. I've seen boars, normal boars, kill full-grown armored men in battle. So, a giant fey boar will be even more fun. Won't that be exciting? Now let's go!
Aye.
I'm not a man, I'm a dwarf.
And
You reckon if you all can see if there's been any other hunters nearby? How much
roll
time
a
do we have?
perception check for me.
Just want to know what we're getting into before we get up there.
Do I still have advantage?
How long does that ability last?
I think it's an
Dane,
hour.
Moose.
It should last for an hour.
Okay, so that would have dropped by now.
Okay, in that case, I didn't do so hot. Let's see. This is perception?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
I got a 13.
A 13. Okay, and what was it you got, Flargan?
Wait, I was also rolling for.
You are absolutely allowed to roll. Yes, my friend.
Oh, beautiful. I've got a.
You asked, so it's your.
12.
Okay. As you proceed up the cliff, you're closing the last 100 feet, and you see a space that is this weird packed out snow, and you're not sure why it looks like that, but there are trails leading away from it a little bit further up the ridge and then over it.
So, we're probably not alone.
And that might be a trap. So don't step in it.
Does it look like it could have been created by the Fey Boar or by other? Like, does it seem
Investigation
like?
check for me.
Okay. Oh, does anyone else want to help me on this? I'm not the one to do this.
My passive investigation is 19.
Okay, so we'll apply your passive as he begins to look. What do you get, Florgan?
13.
As Florgan's like, what's that about? Drendon, you look over there. You saw dwarves take off in flight. And this looks like dwarves landing.
Oh. Our flyers are here.
And as you hear that, you hear a of a boar making a very pained screech, and then silence falls down around the canyon around you for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then there is a and Gunt, you hear something cry out in Giant. And as you do, my friends, we go to our break. Guys, make sure to donate to this amazing one-shot, and we will see you guys back here in about 10 minutes. Also, !win if you want to win up to 100 dice in a skull mug. Get that in there. The raffle is about to start. It has now, so please get in there, and we will be back in a little bit, my friends. Bye!
Wait, I was gonna do another line. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Nova, you're broke. You can't afford cocaine.
hey, don't call me
Welcome back.
Boom, right there.
Welcome back and welcome in, my amazing friends who have stuck with us. Thank you. Hey, it was brought to our attention that the donations aren't showing up. If for some reason that isn't going through, thank you all the amazing folks who are making donations. We were told that they are going in. It's just not showing up on the page for some stupid reason. So we'll try and keep you abridged. We'll try and update you. But thank you guys for making donations. It means so much to us, all of us. Again, thank you, Noah, for bringing the charity to us. And thank you to amazing players for participating in this charity. It's been a blast thus far. A huge blast. But now, we return to the game at hand. Our heroes are closely approaching a jagged, wind-swept ridge high in the alpine peaks of the Gallic Range at the spine of the world of Goldag. They have heard the squealing of a boar as it takes damage, and then silence. And then a creature calls out in a strange tone to most of you, though our friend Gunt hears it in a weird, warped-sounding version of Giant as it goes, "What the hell was this?"
I also speak Giant.
I'm sorry, then you also hear this. It is a very strange dialect. It's akin to Portuguese to Spanish. And
I turn to Drayden and I go, that man conjugate his verbs properly. What the hell was that?
No, he didn't. We should critique his grammar. Let's go find him.
Give him a lesson.
Actual lesson.
And as you guys approach the ridge, how are you approaching? Loudly? Obnoxiously? Sneakily? What's your approach?
I'm going to call out in Giant back and be like, "Hey, what the hell is going on?"
Well, I guess that's decided then.
We're going loud.
Let's see. Okay.
What
You
are they
hear that, or you call out, and then there is again that loud booming voice. Hey, right. Sounds like more of them. All right, let's do this. And you hear as there is a cry. Ugh! It sounds dwarven, echoing up over the ridge from the valley on the other side.
I'm going
and
up
then
to
weapons drawing.
Are we sure this is the boar? They seem confused.
I-
Whereas
I-
in the beginning they were like, "Ah, yes, I'm challenging you." But now, if the boar is the one speaking Giant,
I don't know if this is the door. If this is the
I'm rushing forward.
Okay. As you
I'll
rush
join.
looking towards the ridge, as you crest the ridge, my friends, we are going to move to a battle map.
Ooh.
Now, as you crest the ridge, down here on the southern end of the map, I would like you to place your tokens. As you crest the ridge, there is a hill that runs downwards at a fairly steep slope towards an iced-over river that is about 150 feet down the hill from you all. Oh, it's not doing the scale. Give me a moment here to fix this for y'all. My apologies. It is a immense icy valley that sits before you all.
Why am I big?
I'm fixing it. Hold on. I don't know
oh
why.
wait a minute, is the white token with the X the dead boar?
As you look across
Oh,
the
I mean-
field, you see this 15 feet long boar downed with spears in its hide. You also see two massive creatures standing around it. These creatures stand about the height of giants. However, where they have the torsos of giants, those torsos end at the waist in the bodies of mammoths. These creatures look to be centaurs in giant forms.
Oh.
But where the
Are
body
these
would be a horse, these are stocky, woolly mammoth torso or bodies.
Oh no.
I don't want to cook them.
And as you glance up looking at the first one, which is wielding a wicked great axe, you see the blade hit one of the dwarves who you had seen take off before and send it flying across the ice field, crashing into this structure, these old dilapidated ruins that sit in this valley across the river from you all. Okay, go ahead.
I go, well, how do we feel about a tussle?
I don't think we have
Are
a
these
choice.
large creatures or huge creatures?
These are huge creatures.
Okay.
Oh,
Do we
no.
think? Do we think if we like sneak and grab the boar and go back out, we'll be fine?
As you say that, having crossed the ridge quite loudly and with fanfare, the creature who just laid into that dwarf turns his head, and there are tusks coming out of his giant-like face, and he looks up at you and goes, in giant, "There's more of them!" I would like you all to roll initiative for me.
Not right. I'll pass. Wow, probably the only initiative, and I have a +8, and I still got 10.
So sad.
Okay.
I just keep rolling good. That is a that is a 27.
27? Okay, let me call out to you guys in just a second for your numbers. So, 20, anything above 20.
Me.
Okay, what do you got?
I have a 23.
23, and what did you get, Offbeat?
27.
Okay, Offbeat, 27.
This is ridiculous.
Jeremiah, 23.
I am terrified to roll an actual combat roll.
First roll. Hi, can I hit that once?
20 to 15? Okay. 15 to 10.
That's an 11.
Okay. Dane is at 11. And Largan is at 10.
I'm fumbling to grab my bow.
You're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me double
Who
check.
put the shield in the way? I forgot to wrap up my rope from the grapple hook.
These two creatures turn to you. They are both clearly these massive centaur-like giant beasts that stomp these huge cloven and hooved feet towards you with this shaggy fur on them. The one to the right wields this massive great axe. Nestled on the side of its torso are these wicked-looking harpoon-like spears that have coils of ropes falling down from them. The one to the left wears similar weaponry. However, there are bones slung from its neck and its torso in these long dangling things. I will say, Drendon, you recognize the bones of Yeti, other humanoids. That might be the skull of a drake or a werven hanging from its torso. And with that, Offbeat, you begin the turn order.
How far away are they?
So it is to scale. If you use your ruler tool, you are quite a ways out on this one. Let's see, from Gunt, you are looking at nearly 200 feet across this frozen river.
Ooh, okay. I was not zoomed out enough to see exactly.
Yes, this is a
Mile
huge
high.
field of battle that you have been provided with.
Huh. What's the range on this? Hold on.
Okay, in that case, I only have 25 feet of movement. I'm going to move up to here.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to and I'm just going to, I guess I'm just going to do that.
Are you trying to
It's
take
gonna be-
cover behind that wall?
Yeah, I'm going to take cover behind it.
Okay, this is a small, again, these are small rock walls of some sort of old
I'm a
settlement.
small man.
Yeah, long lines. I'm going to give you half cover for it.
All right.
Okay. All right, beautiful. You are in half cover. Remind me when if I attack you.
right.
Now, up next is Drendon.
All right. Well, given the ranges,
Sorry, guys.
I
I'll zoom in so that they can see the party right now.
Just a little tiny.
Yeah, I'm just running the display for everyone.
2.
And if you want to drop here, I tell you what, really quick. Your companion is here as well.
Okay. I am going to have my companion stick near me for the.
For now, okay.
And
Roll 20, behave yourself. Okay, I think that'll be good.
why should it start now?
Listen to me now. I don't have a good hawk, so you will have Oogie Boogie as your hawk.
Okay.
As it swoops in next to you.
All right.
And I'll assign that to you so you can move it around too. Give me a second.
Move there and yeah, I'll move. I'll double move actually. Come look at
Okay.
it.
Dash.
Because I can. Yes.
Out behind, and you do see low down in this cut, there are a few scraggly, snow-covered trees with no leaves upon them.
All right. Now.
Does your hawk move with you?
Yes.
Good. Are you able to do so?
Yeah. I haven't.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe I do this first. Okay. And the hawk comes over here. The hawk has much more movement than me, so I'll put it over here.
Beautiful. It swoops in around the corner there. Okay. Now, it is the first giant creature's, I nearly gave its name away, turn, as it turns and looks at you. I don't think there's the range for that. It does, however, have the range to, you see it turn to one of these walls in front of it as it takes a few steps forward, and it just snaps off a massive piece of wall, and it is going to throw it across the valley at, let's see, I think it's going to throw it at the grouping. Which of the two? Flargan, I am sorry, my friend, as this creature snaps up a piece of boulder and just across the canyon at you. It's making a ranged attack.
Save?
18. No, it's not. It's a ranged attack.
Oh, it's just a ranged attack. I can't even try to dodge it.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that just hits.
Okay. As you're kind of getting your bearings and staring across the field as your companions charge across you, you look up and go ahead.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge as well.
Okay. You, as you kind of see this boulder hurtling towards you, you brace for impact. It catches you on the shoulder, but where it would have taken you full force and sent you tumbling backwards as this piece of wall crenellation hit you, you're able to shrug it off to the side, and you take half of 28 bludgeoning damage. Which, I could do the math for you. 14, yeah, that's right. I know how math works.
Oi!
He is then going to use the rest of his movement, as he seems completely unhindered by this terrain, to wade towards you across into this icy river, which just kind of slashes up around about 4 feet up his long mammoth-like legs. That is his turn. Dane, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to, as I look forward towards where both of these giant centaurs at, take my ladle and whisper into it, please don't let me die, please don't let me die, please don't let me die, please don't let me die. Maybe if I bring down a plague. And I'm going to bring my ladle back as as warmth goes from my arm and light starts to streak through into the ladle, and I point it at the one that is farther away from us.
Now, what is your range on that spell?
300 feet.
You are golden, my friend.
Use as I cast Insect Plague on it.
And this is the one that's far away, correct?
Yes.
All right, what's that for me? A saving throw, correct?
Yes, that would be a Constitution saving throw of 17.
Okay. That one is going to be unfortunately, a dirty 20 on the save.
A dirty 20, so it'll take half the damage.
Okay,
The total
give me that
damage was 19, so it'll end up taking 9 points, I believe, of
9
damage.
points. Okay. You see as
Yes.
these flies kind of these golden radiant flies like manifest around this creature, biting at it, and you see it kind of swat at them. You said that was 9 points of damage, is that correct?
Yes.
What type?
That would be, oh my goodness, I did not check that one. Piercing damage.
Piercing? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. It seems to take hold as it would, but the creature's so large that it's like flies on a elephant's back.
Oh no.
These are quite
Okay.
sturdy beasts. Okay.
Okay.
Is that your turn, Dave?
If the creature,
Okay, go ahead.
yes. If the creature does end its turn there, it will need to make that save again.
Okay.
As it'll be centered on that spot. If it
Is
moves,
there a
it won't.
radius on that, or is it just that 1 5-feet cube?
20 feet.
20 feet around that creature. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead
Absolutely.
and do a little token drop here for you. Just
Oh,
to
nice.
make sure.
And also, that was a spell, so I'm gonna roll for wild magic.
Yeah, DC's 2, my friend. So 20 feet.
Okay, that's a
It's
17.
about like that. 17. Okay, you're good. You're golden. So we're going to go ahead and put... What layer did I draw this on? Whatever. It's being difficult. We'll just say that circle is slightly to the left.
Sounds good. Perfect.
There. Okay. That's your turn, Dane?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. That makes it Flargan's turn.
I just charge straight ahead. I'm gonna use my bonus action now, just use my dash to
Yep.
get all the way up here. Hold on, I'm on the ruler tool. I'm still new to. I think that was 50. Hold on. How do I make sure that I only move that 50 feet?
Like this.
Yeah, there. Go just move it to the end of your wonderful friends.
Oh, boom. Oh, it's beautiful.
What?
Oh wait, I'm still on the. There we go. Hold on. I'm sorry.
You're
Okay.
all right, guys. This is a big map. I wanted to make it complicated.
Dash straight at him
Okay.
while pulling out my bow and knocking an arrow back and just take this, you lousy horse thing. Just let go of it.
Who are you firing at?
This one, the closest one that's about to tread the water.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Alrighty. And I am now within 80 feet, I believe. Let me double check. That's why I just full on charged. It's 85. It's no. Okay. Well, I have disadvantage on it because
Okay.
I'm 5 feet off.
So, but you're a
Let's see.
rogue.
Yeah.
You hit things.
That's. Yeah, not this one. 11.
Fortunately, as you take shot, it hits, but it literally hits it in the torso, and just the momentum, bink, bounces off and clatters into the water, and it just goes.
Yeah, how did you like that one?
He
This is where it came from.
looks for another boulder. With that, it is the next creature's turn. It is going to step out of this obnoxious, messy wave of gnats and also move towards the water with its movement up to here. And it will... What will it do? I think for now... Well, let's see.
It can just sit and watch. It's okay. You
It's
don't gotta do
also,
nothing.
as it passes by this wall up here, it grabs a boulder, and I think it's going to throw it at Drendon, who is near approaching off to the flank, and it's going to hurtle this boulder out across the cliff or out across the river towards you.
It's throwing the boulder.
The boulder!
The boulder.
The boulder. That is quite high to hit. Let me just double check on this guy's rock throw.
Guys, I don't feel so good about this.
That is a 27 to hit.
No.
Hits. Yeah.
No, just
No, I'm built different.
Shame on me for asking. Really, I should just say you took a hit.
nah, bro.
Nah.
Okay, that is holy buckets. 16.
Take the holy buckets, huh? Okay. That's
Ooh,
not
this
that
is a
good.
rough one, I'm afraid. That is 34 points of bludgeoning damage. As this
Is
boulder
that all?
takes you straight on.
Oh, it's fine. I've taken worse.
You can't take much more though.
That is its turn. We are back at the top of the order with our good friend Offbeat.
All right. Gunt is going to. He's going to take both actions. He's gonna. Could someone do a good old 50-foot ruler for me so I know I'm
got
moving?
you. Where are you at? You're right here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's me. Okay.
I'll give like another perspective.
Yeah, whichever
like-
direction. Yeah, it's perfect. We've got all the help.
I'm going to do that, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to invoke my Storm Ruin.
Nice.
Until I'm incapacitated, until the state ends, or until I'm incapacitated, it lasts for 1 minute, so 10 turns.
10 turns.
Yeah. You make an attack. When you or another creature you can attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you can use your reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
And what does this look like as you call the powers of the storm giants down upon you?
So this is inscribed on my breastplate. I give it like a real Iron Man like tap, and then just like lightning like shocks through my eyes, and I'm like, bah!
Here,
You're gonna
allow
wanna
me
get
to,
to that.
provide this.
The Rolodex of fate starts playing through my eyes. And I'm like, I see. I know what you're gonna do before you know what you're gonna do.
Beautiful.
Oh, you're gonna want to give me that.
All right, my friends. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Gunt?
That's about all I can do.
Okay. You feel this surge as the storm giants themselves, and you are in their territory up here. It feels a little easier than normal to call upon these incredible foresight powers, this ability to see beyond the veil that the storm giants are so renowned for. And with that, it is Drenden's turn.
I have a very important question.
Ask away.
Would you say that those two are within 10 feet of each other?
I don't believe so, but we can always check.
They are.
They are.
Look at that.
Mechanically, they are.
All right.
They've got very large rear ends.
So I'm going to cast a spell,
Okay. I love it.
lightning arrow.
Okay. What do you need from me for that?
So, what it does is the next time I make an attack roll, if I hit, the target takes 48 lightning damage
Okay.
and half as much on a miss, and anybody within 10 feet of it takes 2d8 lightning damage
Beautiful.
on a failed save and half as much on a successful.
Is it a full action on this spell or a bonus action?
It is a bonus action to cast,
Can
an
attack.
action to attack.
Can you tell me which one you're aiming to hit first?
I'm aiming for this one.
The one
I suspect.
front left?
Yeah. I
Okay.
suspect he might be a spellcaster.
Okay.
So, with all the bones and stuff.
He's
See,
a
Oh,
leader.
he's just got a strange sense of fashion.
Yeah.
He's just real. He's the edgy one.
Yeah.
His hair hangs over one side like this.
He has a Panic at the Disco face.
Oh. I used to run into your kind at the clubs. Alright. And can I get that advantage on this attack roll?
Are you asking your friend to do that? It's his call.
Yeah.
I will look to. I will look to you, and I'll stare. I'll like stare right at you. The path will be true. I can feel it. Oh!
All right.
Get that
That's the
advantage.
advantage for this round, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the bow comes back, and I say a word in Sylvan and the arrow turns to a bolt of lightning stretched across the bow
Love
as I
it.
fire.
Okay, as you fire, what's that roll to hit?
All right.
Good.
19 plus.
That will hit. Don't even bother with the math.
All right, so it's at least 19, guys.
As
Okay.
this crackling, you hear as this lightning streaks across the icy river towards that creature.
All right.
How much
First,
damage
let me
you
go
doing?
ahead and roll the damage on it.
Yes.
It's 15, 19, 25 points of damage,
Ooh,
lightning
good
damage.
hit. Okay.
And the 2d6, do the save on the other one. See if he takes.
Whoop. Shoot. Dropping dice. Just use another one. Oh my god. Which type? Con?
It is. That's a good question. Go back to spell.
Because that's a 5 if it is. Excuse me, a 6 if it is.
Uh,
I'm
it's,
pretty sure
Dex.
it takes the damage.
Yeah, it's Dex.
Dex, even worse.
15 is the.
15 on the second one?
No, 15 is the target number.
Got it.
Not
How
much damage. Though. 3 points of
Lightning?
lightning damage.
Perfect. Okay.
That's my first action.
All right.
And with my second action, can I use it? No, I've already cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will just take a regular shot with a bow.
Perfect. At which creature? The one in the front again?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did he look like he was bothered by that lightning?
It hurt. It hurt.
And I miss. I actually roll a 1.
Okay. Actually, on a 1. Let's see.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I knew 1 would pop up on one of my attacks. That's the luck I've been having with this.
I will say, as you fire the bow, it is a terrible shot, unfortunately. And again, it's another one that hits the creature, and this one in the front kind of looks at you and turns to the one behind him and goes, "This one," in giant, and points directly at you.
Well, luckily, I still have a move action.
Okay.
Back it up.
And,
Did you need an arrow? Are you just doing the 25 feet?
yeah, I've
He
got.
could only do the 25, just because of he's already used his action economy.
Yep.
All right, that
and and of course the bird is going to stay near me.
Makes sense. Perfect. Swoops around.
Yep.
Now, as Jeremiah's turn concludes, we're just going to take a moment to recognize that, hey, our page updated. We're getting really close to that goal, guys, so it would be an awesome time for you to donate, my friends, to noshave.org. Click on that donate button below or
Yay!
follow that link at the bottom of the page. We'd love to see you guys donating. So, throw a little love their way. We'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right?
Still not showing mine.
It's a great
Oh,
cause.
It's a
sad.
great cause, it really is. And with
Yeah.
that, my friends, it is this lumbering beast's turn. And it is going to wade into the river.
You don't gotta do that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Right out through there. And then, what is the range from Drendon?
75
Still
feet.
going.
Still quite far. He is going to... He's going to grab... They're kind of stomping through chunks and sheets of ice. This isn't really a flowing river. It's pretty blocked up and frozen. It's almost a slush moving forward. It's going to grab a chunk of ice and hurtle it in place of a rock at you.
This will be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Did we have a cleric? I don't think we had a cleric, did we?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
That is
Oh, snap.
a 19 to hit.
Shield? No. Wrong character. Yeah, that hits.
Okay,
That hits.
for 26 points of, we'll make it slashing because it's sharp ice, as this sheet of ice the size of you catches you by the shoulder and shatters into the snow as this huge wound is open across the top of your shoulder. That is its turn because of the damn range you guys are keeping. Well done, very smart. And with that turn, it is Dane's turn.
I don't know if we're really trying to keep distance. Two of us are like charging.
Well, a few of you
Fast as
are
my legs can take me. I'm not tall.
quick as I can.
In previous editions, I would be bloodied. Just putting
Yes.
that out there.
Yeah, old school.
Holy wowza.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I drank all my water.
What you got for me, Moose?
Oh, yeah, okay, my bad.
You're
I
good, man, you're
am
thinking.
going to... Yeah, I was like, oof. I'm going to go ahead and start moving forward. And as I do, I'm going to go ahead and cast again. Well, not again, but a different spell this time. I'm going to put a small dot, just a blip of acid on my ladle as I aim it back and rip it forward as I aim it. The spot between the two creatures.
Okay.
And I cast a vitriolic spear right
Okay.
between them.
What's
and I will
the
need the both of them to
AoE
do
on
dex saves of 17.
Dex saves of 17? What's the AoE on it?
Yes. Oh, the AoE?
Yeah, like how large is the range of effect on it?
Oh, sorry. It is 20 feet.
20 feet? Yeah, you
So
definitely get
I'm
both
gonna-
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, Dex saves coming in. First, the Mystic. That is Dex, a 17. Meets it, beats
Yes.
it, right? You got a 17. The second one.
A 17? Okay.
Oh, that -1 might have just screwed it. Let's see. Yes, the second one is a 15. So the
Yes!
larger armored one in the front takes the full brunt of it.
Okay, perfect. So the damage is 10d4 for this,
Woo!
and that'll be 22 points of full damage,
22
poison
full?
damage. Yes. And here is the fun thing: the one that failed,
I take it the
one
one who
that failed
succeeded
is going to-
still takes half, just to clarify beforehand.
yes,
Thank you.
yes, I'll take 11 damage. And the one that failed is going to take another 5d4 acid damage at the end of its turn.
Okay, hold me to that, okay?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I'm
This
gonna
acid,
use my
it-
25 move.
As you
Oh, yeah,
flick it, it starts small. It grows into this huge swirling ball of purple acid that hits down on a sheet of ice bobbing in the river where they're standing between them and just explodes outward, burning hide and flesh as it crashes down.
Amazing. And I'm going to say, hopefully this will get some of the flesh off of their bone.
With that, Flargan, it is your turn, my friend.
Wonderful. I'm gonna yell at the one in the front as my action to use panache. Panache. I don't know how to.
Perfect. Whatever it is, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I bet that one hurt, didn't it? And I'm gonna like flail my butt and like pull down my pants and go, yeah, why don't you get some of this now? And I start smacking my
cheeky
ass.
son of a bitch.
So now it has to make a persuade. I have to make a persuasion check contested by its insight check.
Okay, roll that persuasion.
By golly,
What'd you get?
14.
I got a 6.
Oh, okay.
I fail. What happens?
So he, on a success, hostile creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you for 1 minute, or until one of your allies engages it, or it gets more than 60 feet from
Okay,
me.
so keep me true on that, okay? The guy in the front now has disadvantage on attacks.
Yes.
Plus,
And then I
all
pull,
the others.
and then I pull my pants back up and
It turns to you
start
and reaches
and I'm
for one
gonna-
of those harpoons.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to hit me, and I start running. That's my bonus action. I'll dash. I'll dash. Can someone make a little marker over here? Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, this is good. So that I'm behind cover at least.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. That's your turn, Florgan?
I believe so.
This beast is going to wade forward now, crossing over the icy river with ease. And it will, as it crosses over, let me double check something here. You see it raise its hand, and an icy sphere of frozen, cold, shivering energy begins to manifest between its two hands, and then it casts Cone of Cold at 60 feet out at both Drendon and Gunt.
I don't suppose anybody's got a counter magic or something handy, do they? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I need you both to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Crap.
Oh, con saves.
Yeah,
Con
con
saves I'm
saves.
decent at.
Okay.
Well, I was until I said that. That's a 13.
A 13, okay. DC on this.
17?
Okay. Drendon passes. Gunt, unfortunately, fails just barely.
Oh, no.
That means 8d8 cold damage on Gunt. Let me pull out a digital roller for this, because that's a lot of d8s.
Oh, mamma mia.
Oh.
Now that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage!
Oh.
Okay, Gunt, you take 50... I rolled 3 8s on that. 53 points of cold
Holy wowza.
Drendon, half. I rolled 3 8s and 3 7s.
So I took
Let me
25
double
points
check
of
that
damage?
for you. 53 divided by 2, 26.
26. I'm down.
You see as Drendon goes unconscious.
Crap. Well,
With that, it is that creature's turn, turning us to the top. Offbeat, you're up. That was a huge hit. I'm sorry, guys. Those dice were very cruel to you. That was a lot of damage.
Oh dear. And we didn't bring a cleric.
Alright. Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay. That changes what my plan was going to be.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Your plan
Here's
should
it.
still be murder, but you know.
Here's what okay. Here's what Home Slice is gonna do.
All right.
On one of the gauntlets, I'm going to activate my Hill Giant Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna like hold it down and
Bonus
pull it
action.
in, and then
Perfect.
bonus action. Yeah. Let me just mark that down. So this will be my reaction back. Okay. And I'm going to charge this boy.
Okay. Charge forward, my friend, straight into this creature that just blasted this huge... You are literally charging through as this wall of ice and frigid cold with shards of ice that is cutting your flesh hits you, pierces the skin of Drendon behind you. As you glance behind him, you see him falling as you charge forward towards this creature through that freezing ice.
All right. Time for a smacky.
Give that smacky.
So, okay. And I'm also does this one take a bonus action now? You can vote. Ooh, I'm going to summon some fiery shackles as well as I activate on my great axe the fire ruin. If this hits, hopefully.
You're able to activate the fire rune as well?
It doesn't say as a bonus action, so yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
That is a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
All right. So he has to make a strength save or take some extra damage on this one.
Okay, well, let's see, strength save. That is a 23.
Yeah, he makes the save.
Sorry, but he's a big boy. This thing is huge compared to you, towering over you, similar to your giant kin.
He still takes the extra damage, but he does not.
Shackle.
He does not take the some other jank. He does not get restrained by it. So that would be 11 plus 3. That's 14 plus 4. That would be 18. He takes 18 damage on that first attack.
Okay, perfect. 18
And
points
then
of damage.
I'm going to attack again.
Yes, roll the hit. You said that was fire?
Yes, 16.
16 will just hit.
He will take 9 points of slashing damage as well.
Another 9 points of slashing. Okay.
And I'm going to action surge.
Okay. As you just lay in with this flaming blade.
That would be that'd be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
11 slashing.
Okay, 11 on that.
And
He's
one
looking
more.
bloodied.
22 to hit.
That's another hit.
Got real lucky. 9 damage.
Okay. He's looking hurt, but he's still up.
That is my turn.
Okay. Your turn over. I need a death saving throw, Drendon. You got this, bud. That's 2 failures. As that huge wound you took earlier begins to spill red blood on the white snow beneath you. Drendon's got 1 more failure.
However, my bird does get to move.
Your bird does get to move. Bird's action. Do it to it.
All right.
Whew. Really don't want to kill you.
All right. It moves. Speed. Let me double check on that. Yeah, it's fly speed, 60 speed.
Hey, do me a favor and don't die.
I'm working on that.
You got this. You got this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna fly over and attack because, of course, he is. He's a good bird.
Of course he is. He's a good boy. Okay, he swoops in towards the one that has been casting magic.
And does attack.
Okay, roll the hit, my friend.
Natural 20.
Okay, so here's how we do crits at the Welcome Inn. You get the full damage on the dice, then you get to roll the dice again, then you get the modifier.
Let's go!
So I get to roll the d4 again.
So you get a 4 plus the d4 plus your attack modifier. So 4
Okay,
plus...
so 4 plus 7.
Okay.
Plus 3. And do I add the modifier?
No, you
roll
don't add the
die?
modifier a second time, so it'd just be the one time.
Okay.
What's
So
our-
10 points of damage,
10
slashing
points of
damage.
Enraged as he sees Drendon go down, Silver tears towards this huge giant and rips into its face, clawing and gashing at his eyes. And there is just blood pouring off of his face. He's still standing, but God, he looks bad.
He's a thick boy.
Oh, Dan, you need to get to our boy. We can't have Drendon dying.
And with that, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Jeremiah?
Oh no, that's my
it?
turn.
Okay. The large armored individual in the back is going to move forward towards Flargan.
Yeah, that's right, you will.
And with the disadvantage, he's going to pull out a wicked-looking harpoon, which has a rope coiling back from it to him, and he's going to throw it at you.
Try me.
See if it hits at disadvantage. Boo, 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 boo.
Say it ain't so.
It goes streaking past you a mile away and embeds in that tree off to the left, going straight through the tree. And you see him kind of go to pull and realize it's not you and throw the rope aside. And he got an 8 on that fucking throw. So,
Oh my god.
missed
Is your
by a
temper getting the
mile.
best of you? Smack my ass one
Cheeky
more time.
bastard. That makes it Dane's turn.
So here's the thing: at the end of the last person's turn, because that was the person that failed, I believe, they will be taking 5d4
Roll that damage for me.
acid damage, and that will be 8 points of acid damage.
Another 8 points on him as you see that wound over on his haunch burning into his flesh.
Yes. Oh, okay. And I'm going to this time go ahead as I stare back at him. Yeah, nope, I'm still too far. So what I'm gonna do is cast Fireball centered right here. I believe should be good enough to not hit my friends. Yeah.
Guns. What's that? It's
And-
20, right, on that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you
it
can
is.
throw it behind them because range is 120 feet on Fireball, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can throw it behind
Perfect.
them without hitting guns. They're big beasts.
Cool. Perfect. I'm gonna cast that at 4th level.
Okay. Saving
and,
throws from me, correct, Dex?
Yes, indeed. Dex of 17.
Oh, the first one is on the big guys. That's 6. Wait a minute. You're going to hate me for this. But the one with the bones is going to look at you, and you see him go, and a very familiar rune flashes in the air before him as he casts Counterspell on your Fireball.
Counterspell the counterspell.
So, what level were you casting that spell at?
4th level.
4th level, okay. So I need you to make a charisma check for me.
I'm going to use my reaction to give you advantage on the charisma check with my Storm Ruin.
Beautiful.
I'm going to turn back and I'm just going to blast you in the face with lightning eyes.
Don't fail.
DC is 14. You're looking for a 14.
Amazing. I rolled an 18 with that advantage plus 9.
It
Let's
goes
go.
through, baby!
Yes!
So you see him woof, 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 trying to cancel your spell, but this huge fireball hurtles through the air, crashing into the ice behind, steam rising up around them as these flames roar outwards, boiling the water around their feet as the ice melts and the fire rolls over them. Roll that damage, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That is... very nice. 31 points of damage.
How do you want the mystic
That
to
is
go
the
down?
full damage. Okay. As I point again my wonderful ladle, I'm going to whisper, okay, they're just like giant chickens. If I just like fry them real hard, be okay. As I cast the fireball and it just starts again. It's that small little burst of flames for a moment, unsure if it worked, and as I work with that counter spell and it bursts off and burns and it catches onto its fur.
You see Gunt as there is a massive steaming explosion off to the right of this creature that you're facing, and the huge Magnetar before you literally comes ablaze, flailing and rocking its axe into the air as it collapses forward, a pile of these like bones clattering against the ice and snow, and a big splash of both snowy powder and water as it collapses on the bank of the frozen river. One
You
down.
didn't tell us that your speciality was Cajun.
Fried Magnetar, baby.
I was going for blackened, but sure.
All right.
There is going to also be another wild magic save for me.
Yeah, that's 3.
I believe. Oh, that's an 8. Okay, we're getting lower, but we're still good.
Okay. Nothing yet. Dane's turn over. Flargan, you're up.
I gotta think of like a. Nah, I won't. I'll just. All right, I've had enough fun, and I just take my bow and I shoot it right in the face.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's a 19.
Okay, that will hit.
And I
Yeah,
so there was
baby!
this. I don't know if it has. So there's this thing. It's Rakish Audacity. And it says you don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature.
If an ally is within.
Oh no! It says if I'm within 5 feet of it. Never mind.
Okay, and you don't unfortunately have an ally within 5 feet, so
yeah,
it will not be.
I was about to ask about that, but I just read it over again. That's
Yeah,
what
if
it is.
you're in melee, you get sneak attack essentially. Is how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, That is a good old 11 damage.
11 points of damage on this guy. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, ignore that.
How many points of damage you got for me?
6. I accidentally rolled the
Okay.
rapier damage, not the short bow. So
Thank
it's
you.
only 6 damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 on that d6. That's sad.
An
Well,
arrow
sad.
kind of in the neck up here, sticking out. As he
And what are you gonna do about it?
He wants to kill you so badly. Okay, Flarkin, is that your turn?
No, I'm also going to start. Let's see, how far can I get? I don't want to get too close. I'm only going to do. Yeah, I'll move right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my action, my bonus action to dash out, or actually,
so.
yeah, dash out to hopefully get to Dredden next turn in case he lives this next roll.
Offbeat. You're up.
Okay.
Your companion is
Got
bleeding
the
out
demo.
behind you. One of these creatures has fallen.
How far away is Drayden?
He is
Too
back
far
up the
for
hill
you.
about 50 feet, I believe.
Okay,
Oh, no,
even
not
if I
too far.
get there, I won't be able to stabilize him in time.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you'd have to use your dash to get up there.
Yeah, and I've already used my action surge. In that case, I may as well draw damage. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Giant's Might.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into like a power squat, and you're gonna see this little 2-foot halfling grow to 10 feet tall.
He shoots upwards into this huge form.
Giant.
What
Okay.
incarnation? I mean, what?
And then I'm going to charge at this armored mammoth. I'm gonna whack him.
Whack him. Roll the hit.
Thank God. 28 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to, because of my Giant's Might, 1 extra D8 to the attack. Forgot to grab this one. That is 14 damage on that first hit.
Big hit. Slashing through
And-
bone and flesh on the lower torso of it.
Oh, did he
And-
move up to the enemy, by
You've
the way?
moved up to
Oh
the
yeah. I moved up. Yeah.
Okay.
I like moved like right here. And then I'm going to hit again.
Okay, roll the hit.
That was less good. 11.
That misses, unfortunately. As the creature staggers back a bit from this huge cut you put in its leg, you miss as your second swing comes through.
It's a dang shame.
He's looking hurt.
That's all I can do for so far.
All right, my friends. Drendon, I need you to successfully make the saving throw.
I believe in you.
Please.
Believe in the heart of the cards, Yugi.
So 13.
It passes. You have one successful.
Ah.
Oh boy.
But Silver does get to make an attack.
Make that attack, Silver.
Come on.
Still
baby.
enraged. Still, literally, as this Magnetar is moving, just Silver is like flooding around his head.
It's doing a flyby attack.
Perfect.
Which means it's not going to provoke an attack of opportunity when it leaves the space.
Perfect.
It won't either way because I still have panache under it.
Oh, good.
Wait, doesn't Panache deactivate if it gets hit by some?
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I hit
because
it,
you
so panache.
engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Uh,
Thanks for
so-
reminding me.
Gets back.
18 plus 6, so 20.
That hits. Give me that damage. You guys got this. Come on.
Ooh.
I'm gonna lose my kid at the hawk. It's final.
So 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Wait. I no. And actually I gave you the wrong damage last time. But it's moot. It's already dead. But 4 plus 3 plus my proficient. bonus, so +4, so 11 points of slashing.
points. Okay, let me reset this.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
11 on the hawk. Good solid bit of damage there.
And it continues on
Okay.
to here.
Sweeping by down the
Yeah.
down the kind of gully of this river a little bit. All right, beautiful. Unfortunately, that makes it this creature's turn, and his eyes are set on Flarkin as another wicked harpoon. Actually, wait a minute.
I'm smacking my butt still
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and grab.
as I'm running.
As you make your way towards your downed ally, he is going to.
I tried ensuring that if he somehow misses me, he won't hit anyone else. So hopefully that'll stay true.
He is going to throw a harpoon at you.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is a 18 to hit.
I believe that does it. Yes.
Okay.
But as
I'm
my
going to-
bonus action, I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. Before any of that, what's up?
Can I use? I would like to use my reaction to activate Runic Shield. You force the attacker to reroll the d20 and must use the reroll.
Okay, that's after the dice has been done.
When another creature you see within 60 feet of you is hit by an attack
perfect.
roll.
Yep, excellent.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's a lot higher. So
okay.
that is now a.
As long as it's not a 20.
No, it's not. Barely. It's a 19
Okay.
plus its modifier.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
It was definitely worth a shot. As this
Okay.
wicked harpoon goes hurtling towards you, you take 11 points of piercing damage, halved by Uncanny Dodge. However,
So what's that?
I need you to
7
make
or 6?
a strength check for me.
Okay, so let me do the damage and then I'll 6
All
points.
right, let's make it
because-
athletics. Straight up.
Athletics?
check.
Okay. We like that. Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay.
let's go.
Unfortunately, it is a
I forgot it's
21
strong.
for this creature as the harpoon goes straight through the side of your chest. He pulls and literally lifts you off your feet, pulling you 20 feet towards him.
Oh my! Oh my!
Yes.
All right. That's
He then
two teammates
takes
down.
a slight step around, not disengaging with you guys, and that is his turn. Dane,
All right.
I mean,
You're
I'm
up.
happier this way. At least I get to actually attack.
So I wasn't sure if that was a possibility, so I'm going to double check. Am I able to stabilize the homie in front of me if I do get there?
you can make a medicine check to try.
Okay, cool.
You don't have
I
Spare the
am
Dying
going
or
to-
anything like that on, do you?
No,
You can make
I
a medicine
know.
check to try.
I am going to do that then. I'm going to try, and probably the best way for me to go through is jump across this little wall here.
You can
and make
absolutely
it
do that
over.
easy enough to get there.
I was about to say, I also measured it out, and it would be 25 feet exactly if you had room around too.
Oh, perfect. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, as I rub my hands together and try and see if I can bring my friend Drayden back to life.
Okay.
And my medicine check.
Make it good, baby. Come on.
Come on. I'm also gonna actually, before I do the medicine check, I do have. Where is it? Dang it! I have a
A luck ability, right?
feat that I'm trying to get. Yes, I do have Bend Luck as well as Tides of Chaos. There we go.
Tides of
Once
Chaos.
for long rest. Yeah, you gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I will
Do that
roll
first. I will need you to roll on your wild magic table.
Oh my!
Ooh. Okay. Cool. So the
Fireball
magic-
centered on something.
Okay. You want first?
So go ahead and make the medicine check first, because as you bend luck, you are doing this thing first. You feel reality twisting around you a little bit as you begin to attempt to stem the bleeding of your companion who has shards of ice sticking from him, and his shoulder is torn
Okay.
open.
I'm very glad for the advantage because one of them was a nat 1. The other, however, is a 15 plus 1 for 16.
With that, I will give you a success, Jeremiah.
Okay.
Oh,
One
good.
success.
I have one success.
He's still not
Yeah.
stable.
So it's just all up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it might all just go up in flames if I fail
Now,
this check.
I'd like you to roll wild magic for me.
That's a 15.
A 15? You're golden. Fate seems to kind of balance out a little bit.
Oh dear.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's what I'm gonna do for right now. Yep.
The
'Cause I'm
Thane
assuming that'd be
is
my
going
action.
to use a legendary action to
No,
attempt
don't
to
do that.
gore Flargan as his tusks go down towards you. You taunted him. I'm sorry, Noah. You slapped your ass at him.
You
As he's goring me, I'm gonna keep slapping my ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a
Flargan
24 to
needs to
hit.
24 to hit. Just barely.
That is.
Can I uncanny dodge?
You've already used it this round.
Oh, I
afraid.
did. No.
And I believe it is per round, correct? Once per
Wait.
round. Double check.
Oh yeah, because it's a legendary action. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
you
can
take
full front of this.
25 points of piercing damage. As you slap your ass at this creature, it gores you with a tusk through the side of your thigh. As these tusks crash down around you into the snow, throwing snow up into the air.
God, I've had sea serpents worse than you. Slap my ass one more time for good luck.
And Flargan, it is your turn.
So where am I compared to him right now after him just doing
Directly
that?
in front of him, he is literally pulling away from you, his tusks coming out of the ground and snow like scattering down around you as he's looking
literally-
down at you.
I'm gonna jump up and grab onto one of his horns. Does he have horns? I'm assuming
He has
does,
tusks coming from his mouth.
Tusks?
These
Okay, then
huge
I'll grab onto one of his
mammoth-like
tusks.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto one of his tusks and take out my rapier and just go to attack right
I
in the
want an
face.
acrobatics check. I'm not going to make this cost an action, but I want an acrobatics check to grab that tusk.
Get out of the way.
You got this.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit with advantage.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Because of that freaking... Also, he is within 5 feet of one of your allies, so you have...
I'm so happy you said with advantage because I rolled a nat 20 and then a nat 1 right after.
So you just
Oh my
sneak
God.
attacked nat
No,
20.
well, hold on. Oh, I haven't rolled the attack yet to see if I've hit.
Oh, okay.
24. So I did hit, I think, right?
So did you roll the hit with advantage?
So yeah, the advantage, the two rolls was a 1 and then a 15. So I have now
Dirty.
24.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes. Okay, not... Okay, but you do have sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's just not a critical. Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, you hit. You get your sneak attack. Roll your damage for me as you are holding onto his tusk, slashing upwards at him as he pulls his head upwards and away from you.
Hold on. So that was an 8, and then 8 plus 18 was that 26?
26 points of damage?
Yeah, as I just grab onto his his tusk and just stab right into his forehead.
You do a massive amount of damage as blood pools from his throat in this huge wound and splashes down onto you. You're still holding to his tusk. He is still standing. Barely.
I'm now going to use my cunning action to jump off and disengage.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
So I'm gonna jump off, disengage, and with disengaging, can I still have my movement?
You still have... You haven't moved anything, so yeah, you have your movement still.
Okay, so
Your movement doesn't cost any action economy. Dash costs you a bonus action or an action.
Okay.
But you already
So I'll just-
used disengage to disconnect, so that was your bonus action. So you can
I
move
see,
up to
I see.
30 or 25 feet. essentially.
25 feet. Yeah. I think I'll just move back like 15
A few
feet just to
steps
give
backwards.
myself some.
That makes sense.
Just
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit. All right. And I think that will end my turn.
It's going to use, at the end of your turn and the end of this order, another legendary action, burning one
Ruh-roh.
more, to use its trampling charge attack for, 2 legendary actions, so it's all out to charge you. It charges forward in 20 feet at
Oh
you.
no!
Do I have? Is it just a hit or is it a dex save?
I will tell you in a second here.
Alrighty.
Does
I
it?
need
Do I
you
get an
to
opportunity?
make... You
Do I get an
will get an attack of opportunity, yes, I will allow it. Go ahead and make it now, actually.
Kill it as it runs.
17.
That hits.
All right, I get to re-add Giant's Might to this. 16 damage.
It lowers its head to charge with these massive horns and a spear now raised in its hand towards your companion. As it lurches forward, you lash out, Gunt. How do you want to do this?
As I see it lowering, I'm going to grab it by its tail, just pull it back in front of me, and just chop its head off.
You well, it's a little big for that, but as you pull it back, you sever straight through its back leg, and it collapses down as blood gushes out from it as it lands downwards next to you as you conquer this beast in this epic blow. Your companion lays dying upon the field. We're gonna stay in turn order. It is your turn, Gunt.
My turn? Okay. There's no...
Maybe.
I can't really reach you guys in time, or really do anything.
You could get there if you... Oh, no, because you've already used your
You can
action.
get there, but it won't.
I will get there, but I will not.
He didn't
be
use his
of
action.
any-
He used his reaction.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
good on action economy. Just
I will move. I guess. I will just move 25 feet and keep lookout. Thing else that might come our way.
okay.
That might potentially do us harm.
Okay, roll perception for me as you cross the snowbank.
15.
15. Okay. As you look, you can see the corpse of the boar across the ice field still laying slain. And with that roll, you do see a few what appear to be corpses of those dwarven wizards shattered and broken against the rocks. But nothing outside of that.
Okay.
Drendon. This is it. It's either a failure or a success.
I'm going to use my reaction as of the.
Wait until I roll.
You're giving advantage, correct?
Yeah, I'm giving him advantage. Yes.
Okay, you have
Can
advantage
you
on this.
do that with a death save?
I'm
or
going
is
to let it
only-
happen
It says saving throw.
because
Death
you're in
saving throw.
the powers of the storm giants are strong amongst these peaks, and you can feel that energy, the will of the storm giants pushing you, Drendon, to survive this.
So, I got a 14 and a nat 20.
Not only do you stabilize, you come back conscious with 1 hit point. As all of a sudden, as this creature falls, and you feel Grunt pushing, willing the giants, the gods of the giants, to infuse this. Your eyes flutter open. You have these massive wounds across you, but you are no longer dying. And with that, you guys are out of turn order.
I've had worse.
Don't go scaring us like that.
That was unpleasant, though. Well, I take it we won.
Yeah, no thanks to you. As Flargan says that, he's like looking down, like just relieved that he's breathing and alive. Like it was more of just like a jest, kind of, because he went down.
Right.
Did you? I thought you almost joined your dead friends.
Oh, sadly, not yet.
What?
Sadly?
Not yet.
I mean, you're like
I
what, his
told
life
you
was good.
dwarves are immortal where I come from.
I didn't care about that one, but we are definitely hearty. Now,
He's looking filled with the pain. Let's go get the board and get home.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's go get the board and take a short rest.
That is
What a
very-
long one, I'm down for either.
Should we potentially bring the pig across the lake first, or should we stay on the other side with the protection of the river?
I look over to the dwarves. I think we should figure out a way to let people know about them. What we're
Let's
at.
go over. We'll rest on the other bank. We can investigate them while we're over there.
Alrighty.
Plus, I don't think I want to be going back towards that Yeti.
No, not anytime soon.
I'm
And
gonna.
Gunt, I think. Yeah. Gunt, I think you're. I really think you're a true dwarf. Your heart definitely says so. That was a mighty final hit.
And
Thank you.
as we're walking towards the river, and I hold out my arm for Silver and be like, "Oh, you're a good bird now.
Did you eat some giant? Was that very nice?
There's
that's
a
good.
magnetar eyeball hanging by a strand from
Oh.
Silver's. It kind of
Good. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your lunch, young. Good bird. Good bird.
Everybody, hop on my back. I'll carry you across the river.
he is still big.
Oh yeah, he is still big.
I'm large. Do I need to make an athletics
Yeah,
check at
quick
all?
athletics check to wade across.
How long does that last? Because
It lasts for a minute.
So we're
we
getting
need
close.
to
It's
go.
gonna probably right as you get across the river. It's gonna
Yeah.
fade out on you.
That is a 25.
Okay, with the aid of your companion, you are able to wade across this. It's about 5 feet deep, the river, at its deepest point, and it's kind of slow-moving slush, but it is frigid and slippery, and so Gunt's able to kind of wade across and carry you all over to the other side, and you do find yourselves across the river with the boar. I'm going to move us back over to the main map, because there's no need for this combat map.
Sure.
Beautiful. There
I
it
have a
is.
question
That's what you say now.
concerning what's on the main map, or the combat map.
Yes, sir.
Are those ruins actually there?
There are ruins of old structures, if you'd like to take a look at them, yes.
Okay. Definitely worth investigating. But first, I think we're going to spend some hit dice as we take a short rest and have a nice cup of tea. And
Agree.
All right. Go ahead and take a short rest as you guys need to. Anything you can get back on a short rest, feel free to do so.
How many hit dice are you allowed to? I
You're
don't
level
really know.
10, so you
Yeah.
get 10, I believe.
So I can use all of them if I
You
wanted
could use
to.
all of them if you wanted to.
Wow, that's cool.
High level short rests are good.
I'm going to use one of my second wind uses to see how much I can get back from
Good old
that.
vector, yeah. That makes sense.
16.
I only got 18 back after using all of them.
Oh, buddy!
That's rough.
Wow.
That's
I have
rough.
taken 2 points of damage this fight, so I'm back to 69 hit points now. So, great.
Dish out a lot
36
more than you
better.
took. Yes.
all right.
You guys set up a
That's
little
good.
fire in one of these old ruined buildings and are able to take a bit of a rest.
Now that I think about it, should we tell people about the wizards or should we just take what they've got? I mean, what do you guys think?
I can.
I mean, they know the dangers when they're coming in. We'll tell their story, but I don't think we need to make that big of a fuss about it.
Right, so I go over and start looting.
Roll investigation for me.
Right. For a pirate, I have a very low investigation. I got 12.
At 12.
The sea is open.
You find these
Alright.
weird books that seem really boring to you with a bunch of scribbles in them. You kind of toss them aside.
I toss them
However-
into the water.
You do find on each corpse boots of flying.
Oh, these are cold anyway, and I put them on. Boys! I'm like waving the others.
How many boots
How
are
many
there?
sets were
There are
there?
4 pairs of boots of flying.
I've got run over with the other 3. Here's one for you, and the smallest just for you, Dredden.
Oh, well, that was kind of you, lad.
I noticed your small feet. Come on, we all know halflings have very large feet. What
My name is Gunt.
No,
I'm,
he's talking
I'm
to
the short
Dredden.
one.
Oh! Gunt admitted to being short. Character development.
I know.
I'm big when I need to be.
That's right.
Of course.
DM will be quiet.
Yells at God.
Yeah, the god's like,
I'm gonna add those right now. Actually, hold on.
How do we take the boar back with us, though?
There's the rub. It is about
well-
15 feet long. It is a big creature.
Can I see if I can hoist it on my back?
And fly with it.
Potato.
Oh yeah, we all could grab a part of it and fly.
As a group, I will say that is doable. Or tryable. As one person, it's just too unwieldy. And even your sheer force of strength, yes, you can lift it. You can't maintain flight. It's just too unwieldy.
This is what I'll. All right, everyone, give me a rope right now.
Okay. I take out my 50 feet of rope.
So hopefully I have about 200 now, 200 feet.
Yeah,
Do you
50
want
feet
me
each.
to tie the knots?
So what
The
I'm gonna
ranger says. Oh, he's a pirate.
Yeah, you do that part. Well, no, I would know how to do knots and stuff being a shipmate.
You're a sea boy. You're a boat.
It's usually a survival check. That's why I was asking.
That's brilliant.
I will let you do it though. Yes.
Go ahead. Make that survival check to tie the ropes.
What
are you
my
directing,
idea was,
Morgan?
the idea was to net it in a way so it's basically like nestling the boar while making 4 points that like 4 ends that we all can hold.
So you
while
want
flying.
to create a lattice with like handles that you can all hold to from the 200 feet of rope. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say you, with that idea, can give advantage if you'd like to Drendon as you direct in this grand scheme that you've come up with, Pirate Captain.
Oh, that was much better.
I don't do the tying. I'm the captain. Of
Supervising.
Yeah.
I'm the foreman.
My first roll was only a 20. This one was 29.
Okay. You have a beautifully crafted lattice work sort of nut that with Gunt's help you're able to lift the boar into it, and you can certainly try flying with it.
I do so.
You want to be part of my crew after this?
Is the sea just as bad as here? If it is, I'm just gonna stick to a nice little restaurant.
No, you would be on the deck. You wouldn't have to deal with any issues, and you could cook to your heart's content.
Oh yeah, and if you
Roll
die on the
deception.
water, they just toss you into.
They don't
the
know
water.
that I don't have my ship back yet. You don't need to say anything. That's what I'm doing this for. We got it. I got my ship.
You're recruiting. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost all my crew and I lost my ship.
Are you just Captain Jack Sparrow but a dwarf?
Arr, matey.
It is possibly the worst
Captain
pirate
Morse
I have ever seen.
On a shield, smacking his ass.
Oh my God, you beautiful people. Okay, you have this lattice underneath this boar. How do you wish to proceed?
I believe we all take a lead and start flying.
Now, if I recall, with the Boots of Flight, it gives you 4 hours. You can interrupt it of flight. A day.
How far away is the city?
As the
'Cause
crow flies down the mountain, 4 hours should be sufficient to get you down the mountain. I am going to have you all make athletics checks.
Or possibly as the dwarf flies.
As the dwarf flies now, yes, you flying dwarfs, you. I am going to have you all make athletics checks, though, to hold on to this very heavy rope. Again, Gun's kind of taking a lot of the brunt of the weight there, but it is each of you required to haul this thing. As you attempt to lift into the air, this sort of dwarven quadcopter carrying a boar, lifting up. Roll athletics, everyone.
Alrighty.
Do the boots of flying work like wings of flying?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
A +7's nice.
Oh no. Oh
Plus 9.
no.
They're the winged boots. I'm calling the wrong name. I'm sorry.
no.
I got a 27.
A 27, okay. And it is 4 hours of uninterrupted. Okay.
Yeah.
27, beautiful. Gunt's not phased by this at all.
22.
22, okay, good average. Dane?
I got a 5.
Okay.
And which check is this?
Athletics for me.
Okay. Team plus 5, so a total of 20.
With that group average, Dane is having a bit of a hard time. Gunt carries the slack for him. The two of you are in the front, and you kind of see, like, Gunt kind of shifts over and, like, takes a little bit of your rope as well, Dane, as you've got this kind of, like, it makes the flying a little more awkward. But you sweep upwards with this boar in tow. Silver kind of winging along beside you, making loops around you. As you sweep upwards out
fun, isn't it, lad? I see why you like it so much.
He's very excited. He keeps like landing on your back mid-flight and then taking off again.
Oh, that's adorable.
As you sweep upwards over the crest of the ridge that you had come over and down into this valley, you are greeted by the sun just beginning to set off to the west, this beautiful orange hue catching across the glittering ice fields of the glacier. Far below, you can see the crenellations and ridges that you had passed as you sweep over top of them, the extent of Goldag stretching behind you, and up here, this high in the air, you can see the sea far across the continent. As you sweep downwards over these ice fields, down and down and down, you see light radiating upwards from the grand entryway to Kunjur-Onan as well. As you begin to approach, you hear cheers coming as folks begin to see what they think is a dwarf carrying... Dwarves? They're carrying a... and this like roarous celebrating begins to erupt as you get closer before you even land, as you settle down with this boar amongst this huge gathering where this bonfire has now been lit. It's all still outside. The great horn is there and you can see the Thane upon it. And as you set the boar down, he immediately puts his lips to the horn and goes, and with that, the great hunt has been completed for this year. Our reigning champions and masters of the hunt will join me at the head of the feast table. And if they see so fit, may participate in the cooking of the boar. May wealth and treasures rain down upon you all. Let the feasts begin. And the party just breaks out into this huge, uproarious dancing, cheering as these folks begin to approach to help you bring this boar over to this massive spit that has been set up. How do you all proceed?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn giant, and I'm going to I'm going to get my axe and start helping chop up the boar.
All right, I love this. You're all ushered over towards like this prep area that's been made for the boar, and they're kind of looking to Dane. They're like, all right, what do you want to do? And you've got Gunt over there to help with the butchering already.
Yes. I'm gonna start getting ready by getting a bunch of spices off of my belt and stuff, and getting them ready to after the butchering, so we can rub them in and wait for a few moments.
Okay.
Let the spice marinate in.
Could I get an athletics check for the butchering and advantage under the guidance of Dane as you begin to prepare the feast? What do you have? Tell me more.
I also have advantage because I'm giant.
You're a giant, duh, but it's extra double advantage, which is just normal advantage.
All right. That would be a delightful 26.
Yeah, these cuts are perfect, Dane. As you look at them, you are impressed. Magnificent.
I need you with me more when we're cooking. Okay, oh my god.
I'm only good at cutting big things when I'm in this mode. Don't make me cut little things.
Okay, when we're ready to eat, I'm gonna need you to go back small again, because you can't eat all of our food. Please and thank you.
3 seconds later.
When he shrinks back down, he's like, boom, he's like big parts, just like, doom, doom.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Like
now,
body limb by body limb.
Yeah.
Dane, how are you preparing this meat? How would you like to cook it?
Okay. I'm going to, as first off, like I said, I'm gonna give it some marinating and let it soak in that for a little while as we celebrate the night. So for an hour or so, and after that, as the giant pit in the middle gets bigger and bigger, we're gonna cut off those meats into small pieces and put them onto little stakes as well, little sticks of wood, and pit those around the fire as we cook it in a fun fact, that is a traditional Sudanese barbecue style. So yes, that's what we're gonna do.
Beautiful.
It'll be fun times.
Roll a performance check with advantage for me.
Oh, perfect.
As it is an
This
art.
is where you get
This
your
is
high
an
numbers.
art, my friend. This is an art that you were committing to.
Oh my god. So this is 18 plus 9 for a 26.
This is magnificent. This is possibly the best feast these people have ever had. The food hasn't even hit the tables yet, but folks' mouths are salivating and watering. And now Flargan and Dendron, as you're hanging out, folks has come over with ale to celebrate the heroes. They're asking you what happened up there. They want to hear the stories. They are rapt attention listening to you both as they begin to celebrate.
Drendan is actually somewhat taciturn and quiet. He's, you should go ask Gunt. He may not look like it, but he's got a good.
Could you say that last bit again? I'm sorry. It cut out.
He may not look like one, but he's a good dwarven heart.
You see
He's
a
a good
few
one
of
to
them
ask.
begin to head over to you, Gunt, to hear you tell these tales of your dwarven heroic exploits.
What am I, soft boar?
You've got your own crowd, Flarkin. Don't you worry. Wrap the tension.
I just really wanted an excuse to say
There's still a bunch of
Fending
people
off
you still
Florgan.
yell
He
at.
he was just fending off his own crowd.
His own
He's like,
swarm.
And then I got these boots!
and he'll sit there quietly with a cup of tea.
Perfect. Enjoying the cool night's air that's surrounding you up on this frigid glacier, the warmth of the fires and bonfires around you, and the press of your fellow dwarves filling in the space. Folks listen to your tales, they hear you. The Thane himself comes over once the food has been completed and asks you to join him at the head of the table. And you participate into a hero's feast created by your very own friend Dane. And I will say you guys get the effects of the hero's feast. And with that,
Nice.
as the sun has set, the night has fallen in, and the campfires and bonfires begin to burn, the night's festivities just beginning, though it has been a long day for you all, we will close out Beards and Boars Hearthhome's Heroes, the one-shot. Thank you guys for playing with me and making it beautiful and fantastic. Can you tell everybody your socials? Let's get them over there. Take a look at you. Noah, starting with you, my friend.
Alrighty. Once again, my socials are Nova Killing everywhere. You can check me out on Twitch streaming, TikTok for random content, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for all of the above.
You are a legend, my friend. Thank you. Next up, Moose.
Yes, I am the Super Goat on all socials. You can find me on Twitch here, where I get to play some one-shots with amazing people of color, and you can find me on TikTok, where I talk about how we can make the TTRPG space more inclusive.
Yes. Thank you, Moose. And Jeremiah.
Yeah, I'm Techmore on Twitter. I'm Basics of the Game here on Twitch and on TikTok. I have a website, jeremiahmccoy.com. And I usually talk about D&D stuff and history and, ways to improve the game and so on.
Thank you, Jeremiah. You're a boon to this community. And last, but certainly not least, the man himself, Offbeat Outlaw.
Hi, I am Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me basically everywhere as Offbeat Outlaw. On YouTube, I've got my sketch series, The Forever DM Campaign 2. If you like my humor, please go and watch it. It's just me talking to myself. It's like Rick and Morty, but Dungeons and Dragons. I'm also on TikTok as Offbeat Outlaw. I'm on Twitch. I've got my own campaign it's happening tomorrow. 7C, 6 Idiots. So with some of your favorite TikTok people, please come and watch it. It's great.
You are fantastic. Thank you all for joining us and doing this. And thank you, audience, for hanging out with us. I hope you had fun. Check out that No Shave, and Noah's got a thing as well, but check out that No Shave link. We are so dang close to our goal. Please go over there and finish off that last little donation. We were, $47 off? We are so close. And guess what, my friends? Twee will be working on adding in some of their own funding as well to this. So please make that donation. Get it up there for us. We'd love just a small little thing that we are adding to a wonderful community that does a lot of good for people. Let's contribute and help. And Noah, I'm sorry, what did you have to say, my friend?
Where can everyone find you, Josh?
I mostly here. I really like playing D&D here at the Welcome Inn, and you guys are welcome in here anytime. You fantastic players as well. It has been an absolutely delightful experience DMing all 4 of you. You're legendary in our community and legendary to play with. Fantastic. Love you all. If you want to find me elsewhere, I'm the governor on the TikToks, the Instagrams, and the Twitters, but this is the best place. And thank you all again. With that, I think we are going to bow out. Have a great evening, you wonderful people. Bye!
Bye! Thank you guys for hanging and donating.
Thank you.